All right, everybody. No intro song, no theme like that for preseason. That comes back in the regular season. But guys, football is back. Football is back. The NFL starting this off in July for the first time in a while, and we got the Hall of Fame game between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions coming your way over on NBC. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is Jarragare9. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works is like this. Fire away with the channel, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. And a donation, I get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this preseason game? Is it going to be the Chargers? Is it going to be the Lions? Just glad we're back, baby. I'm glad we're back. We'll be able to finish this game. Last year, remember the Hall of Fame game got called off at halftime due to inclement weather. Hopefully, we'll play a full 60 minutes here. Appreciate you guys a ton, and let's get things started. I should also note, every donation counts toward this thing called You Make the Call. Help me decide which game we are calling next Thursday. Colts, Ravens, Bengals, Eagles. If you donate during the game, it counts as triple toward You Make the Call. Also, if you lead in XP by the end of it, or you spend the most time in front by the end of this stream, you get $30 added to a game of your choice. I should also note, today is Thursday night. I'm going to the karaoke bar afterwards, so $50 or more by any one person. I will sing any song you want me to with a live band. We are still doing on Sam, yeah, but there's no arbitrage for preseason. I would assume not. I would assume not. So appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't seen today's video. Click that link above. Yeah, before this game starts, let's talk about the trade deadline. That's why I want to get on a bit earlier than the start of this game, because let's talk about the trade deadline. Appreciate you guys for the birthday wishes. Yeah, it's going to be a weird way of spending my 20th birthday. It's going to be a weird way of spending it, but I'm okay with it. I'd rather have the surgery but surgery tomorrow at 1:30 my time, so we will see in terms of streams how I feel afterwards. I'm guessing no stream tomorrow, but we will see. We will see on that. I'm guessing no stream tomorrow, though. Kickoff is going to be in 12 minutes time. Kickoff, I'm looking at the scoreboard. It looks like 12 minutes till kickoff. So I would assume about 8:10 Eastern time. 8:10 Eastern for kickoff. So, lots happened today so far. A lot's happened today. Do Novel American Rejects on there. Do Novel American Rejects. And number one song the day of the video that came out today. Ooh, October 85. Ugh. I am going to guess on that one. Ugh. I'm going to guess Shout. I'm just going to guess Shout. So, here's the... No, 28. 28, not 20. No, not 20. God, if I was 20, that'd be impressive. That'd be impressive. Also be scared that I got my gallbladder removed at 20. But appreciate you guys a ton. So, lots happened today in the sporting world. Terry McLaurin requesting a trade. His price is reasonable. You know, 30 mil is very reasonable per year. I'm very confused why you wouldn't pay him $30 million a year. We got our first spot. I'm very confused why you wouldn't pay him $30 million a year. So I think they'll get something done. I don't think it's going to get traded. So not too worried about that for McLaurin. In terms of the UFL, big announcement. $1 billion investor is now involved in the UFL. A team is coming to Columbus. Vitamin Water is now pretty much calling the shots for the UFL, which is incredible. The UFL is safe now. The UFL is safe, and I think Michigan might be okay at this point, because it's going to be a whole new league. Basically, a guy came in and said, this is year one of the UFL. This is going to be year one of the UFL. So they're on good footing right now. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. They're on good footing. We'll see a team in Columbus, which I'm really happy about. Now, trade deadline. Oh, God, the trade deadline. Again, any donation, get your question right away. I'm going to try to get to as much as I can. But trade deadline. Oh, God. Let's start with the D-backs first. Oh, God, I'm going to miss Eugenio Suarez a lot. Love that guy. Can't play defense, but I will say football's back, baby. Football's back. But the thing with the Mariners, I mean, that 2 through 6 punch, whatever you want to call it, that 5-horse of Naylor, Suarez, UFL expansion at some point, yeah. They said by 2035 they should have 16 teams. So that, Randy, Julio, and obviously Raleigh, I mean, that's incredible. Let's go. Come on with $1. Appreciate you, man. I already know you want the Eagles, so I'm not even going to bother asking on that one. Appreciate you. So, Eugenio Suarez gone. Naylor gone. Shelby Miller gone. He's hurt. So, we also have Jordan Montgomery. The Brewers took on his contract for some reason. I don't know why. I guess they really wanted Shelby Miller that badly. But today, in terms of that, I love what the D-backs did. Look, I don't like not getting rid of Gallen. I would have rather gotten rid of Gallen. Well, I think Terry's going to stay. I think Terry's staying in Washington. But my thing with Merrill Kelly, I love Merrill. I love the guy a lot. I love Merrill Kelly a lot. But he does want to be in Arizona. He has family out here. He said he's open to coming back. He's more than open to coming back. Ooh, number 2 song. I'm just going to guess. Man. Number 2 song that day. I have no idea on that one. I have no clue there. Orlando still get a team? I have no idea. But thoughts on the UFL news? I love it. Took too long for Gates. Yeah, I mean, it only took 2 bouts, but still, it took way longer than it should have. Yeah, so the Locklear move, the thing with Locklear, he's apparently changed his entire stance. Yeah, Raiders Seahawks not one of the options because that's later on the night, and I'm busy later that night. That's why. New season NFL, let's go, baby. Let's go. So that's why it's not one of the options. So Locklear's changed his stance over the last month, and it's worked out pretty well. Now, the Merrill Kelly package I love. We could still get Merrill Kelly. We could still get him back. You got 3 top prospects from the Rangers. Correa to the Astros, yeah. I think the bigger story is the Twins have no one left. They have 2 guys under contract in 26. This is crazy. Hall of Fame has to be the Colts. Yeah, you would hope so. But then again, the Chargers, or the Lions from Hall of Fame, they have no one getting in this year. How old am I? Going to be 28. Going to be 28 years old tomorrow. 32nd team to make an appearance for the Hall of Fame game. Ooh. Is it the Texans? I'm going to guess the Texans on that one. How am I planning on the age verification if it sticks? Yeah, well, how am I planning on it? Well, I'm fine, because I make videos about... First of all, my account's been around for a while, and the other thing, too, is that I make videos about the 70s in the NFL. That's why, like, unironically, if you're worried about that, watch my videos, because there's no way they're going to suspect anything. If you are a kid, watch my videos, because I talk about the 60s and the 70s in the NFL. There is no chance they will detect that. I got the bot. It was the Ravens. Would not have gone that. Okay, this spammer is number 3 on the XP. Yeah, we missed you, football. We missed you. We missed you a ton. Yeah, I would have rather had... I would have thought Chargers-Packers would have been the game this year, because Lions, it's like, they don't have anyone. Packers have Sterling Sharp. Is this a lot earlier than normal? Yes, it's the first time since 2000 they're playing in July. That was Tom Brady's first game. Over-under of argument. Oh, gosh. Favorite defensive player ever getting inducted this weekend? Oh, man. I will say Eric Allen was a fun player. Eric Allen was a fun player. If that's the guy you're referring to, Eric Allen was a fun player. That pick against the Jets may be one of the greatest interceptions of all time. Would it be interesting the Jags trading for Terry? I don't know if we have the space. Probably we don't have a first-round pick. I don't know what assets we have. Color coming on top of a person for the college or home team. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be a great idea, actually. That'd be cool. Turning 28 as an 8-year-old football statistician. Pretty much. Pretty much at this point. Pretty much. Yeah, Twins self-destruct the majority of the team. Yeah, ownership has been dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Yeah, number one song was saying, yeah. Power Love was too. Oh, man, great song. Great song. Shad was 13, yes. Shad was 13. Yeah, the Twins at this point, I don't know what, the Red Sox, I don't know what they were doing this deadline. I thought they were going to get Joe Ryan. They got nothing. The Padres just decided we're just going to go all in for like the 5th straight year. I'm 18, but what's the percentage of viewers have between 18 and 25? It is about, right now in the last 28 days, 10%. 10%. So we're going to break out, fingers crossed. Just got to stay healthy. Travis Sarah looks good. I mean, Terry would be fun on the Jaguars. Just so you know, cap-wise, how it would work, and also asset-wise. Because you have to give a first-round pick. And I don't know, we don't have a first-round pick next year. You 21 pound 7 in September? Ooh, all right. Jared Allen's in Canada, but he won't should have gone to that. Yep, I'm with you on that one. And then Jared Allen, obviously incredible. Jared Allen, I got his autographed jersey at the Vikings-Rams game in an auction. I was like the only one to bid on it. So, yeah, Giants finally sold. Yeah, Yaz gone. Yeah, at least, like, the D-backs ripped the Band-Aid off. I will say, at least the D-backs ripped the Band-Aid off. The Giants were realistic. Cardinals are also realistic. How's it going, Keith? Appreciate you, man. Tune in for this one. Yeah, finally as a Twins fan. Yeah, I'm just a bit concerned they only have 2 guys on the roster under contract in 26. Jags be a fun team. Yeah, I'm looking forward to offensively what they're going to do. Dodgers and Mariners deadline. Dodgers, if they would do a bit more in terms of acquiring pitchers. The Mariners, they are stacked offensively. Oh, yeah, they make an exception for Ohtani. 3 MVPs? Yeah, they make an exception for him. That's a little bit different. Yeah. Yeah, that's different. If it's 3 MVPs, you're in. Might go game 162 against the Dodgers? Ooh, that'll be fun. I mean, that lineup, that heart of the order 2 through 6 is just incredible. That heart of the order 2 through 6, you've got, in no particular order, Julio, Raleigh, Naylor, Suarez, and Rosarena. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah, surgery is tomorrow. 1:30 my time. Vikings win Super Bowl 09. Those 2 would have been in Canada a long time ago. I'm with you on that one. Well, Williams, I'm not sure, because Williams, they don't get a lot of love, those guys at nose tackle. Taking bad over mid every single year. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking forward to watching D-backs now. I'm actually really looking forward to watching the D-backs now. Because it's like, we're not going to be good this year, but we got a lot of young talent. Like, we got a lot of guys coming up next year, and by 27, this team could be stacked. My mom is out here right now. My dad is staying in New York, but my mom is out here right now. So, you have 1,600 football signed by Tim Tebow. Selling for food and board. I'll take it. Nice. Best luck to surgery. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Columbus joined the UFL. Yeah, and they got bought out for $1 billion. I love it. Basically, this is going to run like a business now. It's going to run like a business. Garcia seemed a bit overhead with this, and Johnston was wishy-washy. This seems like it's actually going to be run like an actual business now, which I love. Mariners have to win the pennant. Anything less than that is failure. I think they make the ALCS, it's fine. So much as anime, I will think they're a kid. Yeah, pretty much. Unless you send ID, birth verification. Yeah, birthday surgery sounds like a fun time. I'd rather have it tomorrow than today. Remember we all thought Devers should propel the Giants World Series contenders? I remember. D-backs win World Series by 2030. I love what they did this deadline. I really like what they did this deadline, especially with the Kelly trade. The haul we got was great. So all of them seem good. Having been there, it is it's a nice stadium for what it is. I mean, it's a nice for what it is. There's not a lot of shelter, which is a problem if there's like lightning in the area. I learned that firsthand. Not a lot of shelter there, but it is a nice venue. It is a very nice venue. Wraps all the way around. It's different. I will say it's very weird watching a game at this stadium in person because it's like watching it in your backyard. Like you go to an NFL stadium, you just expect this gigantic venue, and then you watch a game here, and it's like you're playing in someone's backyard. Are some bots that I'm missing? Because I've got all the bots that I've seen. But I've seen everything. I've seen football, baby. How many times have I gone there? Once. Well, I've been to the Hall of Fame twice, but I went to the stadium once. Saw the Jaguars for the Raiders back in 22. Which I have some mementos of. They've got these Hall of Fame helmets there. You see the football setup is back. I love it. But we got some Hall of Fame autograph helmets from there. Got Bob Lilly and Ron Mix. They were some seniors signing that. Missing a few. Then they're not showing up on my screen then. Like, I got that one. They're not showing up on my screen then. We got David Wilcox, Billy Shaw, Bob Lilly. We got all of them to sign this. I've got a few from the Hall of Fame that your Orioles had amazing deadline on the prospect of for guys who are hitting for agency after the season. Yep, that's what I liked about the D-backs too. It was all for expiring contracts. You about to still in the chat? I legit have not seen. I'm pretty good at seeing the bots, but Cutter is also investing in the UFL. You know, I think any money right now for the UFL is good. They just need money right now. I don't care where it comes from. They just need money. We're going to Kickoff starting in just a little bit. Appreciate all you guys being here on this July Thursday. Football is back, and again, any donation gets your question right away. Also counts toward you make the call triple. Pick one of the games that we're doing next Thursday. National Anthem is overdone. I'm fine with it. I think there are certain things that are overdone, but National Anthem, I'm fine with that. Plenty of places do that. Helps improve the Orioles farm system. They cleared a bunch of money to try and reshape the pitching staff for the season. Yeah, I like it too. That's also why I like the D-backs. It's like, look, we loaded the farm with a lot of pitching prospects, which we needed. Some people say Qatar, some say Cutter. I think Cutter is the actual pronunciation. But it's not really a rebuild, it's a retool. Yankees and Mets deadline. Peraza's gone for the Yanks, thank God. And for the Mets, I do like that bullpen now. Helsley, Rogers, Diaz, and 789, which is great. Watch Philadelphia see something at 75. I haven't seen them. Kickoff, and we are officially underway, folks. Football is back. Detroit and the Blues starting with the ball, and they will get down to the 28. Loses the ball, though, on the kickoff. Who's got it? Chargers indicating that they have it. At the 28-yard line, Junior Colson indicating a Charger ball, and it is! It is Charger football off the turnover. Immediately, the special teams comes to play, and it's Caleb Murphy. In his second season with the team, third season in the NFL. Ran into his own guy. Was the knee down before the punch. The man who punched it out. Look, that was Kendall Williamson who punched it out. Is that a fumble? That's good. Yeah, I like what they did. I like what the Orioles did. Is that a fumble? Was the knee down? No songs preseason. No songs preseason. And we're going to have a review already. Oh, God. We are literally 9 seconds into the season, and we already have a review. And here's on surgery, and who's broadcasting? NBC's broadcasting the game, and I'm getting surgery tomorrow at 8:30. Or 1:30, I should say. Nate Dogg with it, too. Our football is back. EAGLES Eagles. Let's do it. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. What's news with the UFL? You just do owners. Let's see. That knee. I think the ball's... that's close. Was he on top of the elbow the entire time? He might have been on top of the elbow the whole time. This is going to be a close call. Original call was fumble. They rule it a turnover. Appreciate you, Nate, with the tour. And happy start of football season to you. But a bad gap on special teams nonetheless so far. Chiefs rig this game. And so it begins. No, it's not 8:30. It's 1:30. It's 1:30. It's not really. Yeah, I do. Yep. Go to Mets game tomorrow. So nice. Still doing karaoke? Yes, I am doing karaoke. Yes. Call the field stands. Fumble. Fumble. Call in the field stands. And in comes Trey Lance, the former first-round pick that the Niners gave up the farm for. And then, obviously, didn't work out there. Lance fires in the flat. That ball is caught by his tight end down to the, we'll call it the 19-yard line. Catch made by Will Disley. This is Lance's third team now that he's been with. We remember it was with the Cowboys last preseason. You might remember that infamous game where he threw 5 interceptions, set a record for the most picks thrown by any quarterback in any preseason game in the history of anything. I appreciate you, Bobby, with a happy birthday. Red Sox sellers, they need to do way more. I think they forgot the deadline was a thing. Second one, handoff up the middle, but flag on the play. There was right on the snap. It's a gain of 2 if it stands. It's Amarian Hampton, the first-round pick. Offside's the call. So 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. Would have been a first down either way. Hooker starting this game was Kyle Allen. I do not know. Yeah, they got rid of that. Yep, they got rid of the. Well, they got rid of it last year for the Super Bowl too. Got rid of it last year for the Super Bowl. But Amarian Hampton getting the first carry of the game for the Chargers, the rookie back out of UNC. One of the highest rated running back prospects in this draft. A lot of people have him as the number 2 back, obviously besides Genty, who went to a different AFC West team, going to the Las Vegas Raiders. Might see him a bit this preseason in games that we call. We will see how the schedule works out there. The gift to him that breaks 1 tackle, breaks a second, and down to the 5-yard line he goes. For he's brought down on the play. Looked like it was Lawrence Strickland on the stop. So 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line. Starting out the 222-0 run. Yeah. Scoreboard this year? It's the same. Same for NBC. It always is like that. Yeah, Brazil acted like the opening of every high school movie where the kid woke up in his life for school. Pretty much. Seemed that way. Bizarre strategy by him. It sucks. Bizarre strategy. All right, 2nd and 2 actually at the 5-yard line. Motioning is Disley to the top of the screen. He got 1 wide up top. It's a bad snap, and Lance just has to fall on it. Trouble with the snap, just has to fall on it before he's brought down by, I believe, Ennis Rakestraw, who was up in the box on that one. 3rd and 2. 222-0 run. I think that was you make the call for the last game where Cardinals-Dodgers just had such a commanding lead, and we're doing that game next Wednesday. Lance has got a good chance. Would like to see him get at least an opportunity at one point. No, I feel like he's got his chances. I mean, he threw 5 picks in the preseason. I feel like he just doesn't look the part so far, at least. 3rd and 2. Gives it off to the sides. Hampton, can he get to the line? He cannot. Brought down by Rock Yassin, the veteran corner. Brought down by the legs. It's going to be a gain of 1 in decision time here. Yassin entering his first season in Detroit. Was spending last year with San Fran. Hampton can't break that tackle, and it's 4th and 1. And a decision here. Newbug always comes to the Super Bowl. Plays a whole dude weather. Yeah, weather's bad right now in that part of the country. Weather's bad. Long Island got like 5 inches today. 4th and 2. They will line up to go for it. Lance, play action. Looks, there's a man open in the end zone, and it's caught. Is that Disley? It is Disley. WD with the TD. And the Chargers on the board to start off the preseason. 6-0. Trey Lance to Will Disley. A great start for the Chargers. They take advantage of the fumble on the kickoff return. And on 4th down, they go for it. They send everyone out. Hampton in the flat. Disley open on that little post pattern to the back of the end zone. And Will Disley, the veteran tight end, was always going to come down with that one. Disley last season, his first year in LA, 50 catches, 481 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He gets the first unofficial points of the season. Extra point is good. 7-0 the score when we get back. Little Disney Plus, I like it. Going to Disneyland, baby. Going to Disneyland. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. 7-0 the score. Lance to Disley, 3 minutes in to this one. What made Lance a first-round pick? Potential. I think people saw what Josh Allen was doing. Like, you know what? I can fix Trey Lance. Also, he didn't have the flaws in his game, because the thing with the flaws in his game were it wasn't put on film because there was no 2020 season. Nate Dugg with another 2. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. Get you on the call for that. Chargers first touch of the season. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go, Charge, go. Newest UFL owner wants to play on 16 teams. I love it. I love it. Might save Michigan now. It might save Michigan if they can play at EMU. They're not going back to Ford Field. I love his idea of partnering with MLS, saying, like, look, it looks like a COVID game when you play at NFL stadiums that are empty. MLS stadiums look good. I mean, turning 28, yes. Preseason practice for broadcasters, a fair amount. A fair amount. We're able to get surgery tomorrow at 1:30 my time. We do not have the league yet. I'm going to set that up next week. Trey Lance 1, Justin Herbert 0. Yeah, there's the quarterback controversy. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Prediction on the Chargers and Lions seasons. I've both making the playoffs. Favorite age so far in life? Ooh. Favorite age so far in life? I kind of like 17. I'm not going to lie. I did like 17. Senior year of high school was fun. Senior year was fun. I mean, this year's been great, too. I've been loving this age, just besides the gallbladder, the gallstones. But 28 should be relatively pain-free, at least. Yeah, that idea like 20 years ago for a new USFL team with MLS, yeah. Yeah, it seems like the guys at Vitamin Water know what they're doing. UFL Best League for Kickers? Absolutely. It seems like the guys at Vitamin Water know what they're doing. Bristol game? I am probably not. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I don't think. I'm not making any promises for the streams this weekend, just because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling after the surgery. Even Zach Wilson made more sense than Lance to agree in 2020. Yeah, Lance didn't play. Lance didn't play in 2020. He played like 1 game, 2 games, like those random fall games. Hope the Lions next year. Well, that would be a cool story. Would be cool. Thanks for reposting that soccer player with 6 fingers. Very inspirational story. I love how Fox is just doubling down on the AI crap. I love how Fox is doubling down on it. It's like, why? And it's getting worse. It's actually getting worse. And it makes no sense because there actually is video evidence of that game. Kickoff fielded in the end zone to the 20, 25 up the middle to the 30, and down to the 34-yard line. What's going to be interesting this year is that even though that was a very good return, it was a solid return, but that is the same as a touchback. That's the exact same as a touchback. And Kyle Allen, we wondered who was going to start this game. It's going to be Kyle Allen. Posted the NFL thing on my Twitter post. I love it. I love it. Terry McLaurin trade request. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's getting traded. I think this is just a standoff. $30 million seems more than reasonable for a guy of his caliber per year. That I think it's going to be done. You have another chance for return kick? Yeah, why not? You have an extra precinct game. You might as well. First down, Allen under center, hands it off to the near side of the field, breaks 1 tackle. It is Craig Reynolds out of bounds to the 37-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. Brought down at the 37 by Dean Leonard. There's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be holding. So 2 penalties on Detroit already, plus the fumble. Sloppy start here. And that's on John Boy. Not anytime soon. Surgery's got to take priority right now at this point. Cubs are finding the guy. Hopefully. Hopefully. Mama Gallstone, age 30, said worst pain ever. Oh, it sucks. It sucks. I heard it's worse than giving birth. Gallstone, 16 hours of gallstone. You're just in like fetal position, just on the floor in agony. It's awful. Yeah, I do like his haircut. I do like his haircut. First and 20 now at the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion. They give it the middle. This one again goes to Reynolds, and it will be a gain of 1 brought down the play by Ogbonia. 2nd and 19. Watch the Jags first preseason game and be like, oh god, they're gonna be bad. 2013. I saw him play the Dolphins, so I've got nothing going. I'm like, oh crap, we're gonna suck. And we did. 2013, I was like, we are gonna suck this year. Because we were playing our ones, the Dolphins were playing their backups, and we still looked terrible. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty bad. 2nd and 18, 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen in the gun. Takes a snap, they send 4. Pocket collapses, fires on the field, the ball's dropped. I don't think he ever had control. Incomplete pass. Never had to control the football, and that is Lovett, and you do not love that one. Dominic Lovett, the 7th round pick out of Georgia. Can't hold on to that one. Lions drafted 2 receivers this year. They drafted Tesla in round 3, Dominic Lovett round 7 with pick number 244. This past season at Georgia, 59 catches, 607 yards, 6 touchdowns, but obviously not the best there. 318 draw play, and this will get some yardage, but not a lot, down to the 31-yard line, and they'll be forced to punt. The penalty really set them back. 4th and 14. Yeah, would have been a perfect catch. Wouldn't say a video about the trade request the day of the deadline. I definitely, not really. Just coincidence I didn't plan it, if that makes sense. Braves Rockets will lose today. Yeah, I don't know what the Braves are doing. Last year I thought they were going to be good. No. Last year I thought they were, I didn't know what they were going to be last year. I was like, they're going to be 5 wins or 12 wins, and there's going to be no in between. Where are they going to be really good or really bad? Verify the gallstones worse to give birth? Well, my mom never got gallstones, so. She never got gallstones, so. You give us back to a try? Yep. That's why I love that. Inquiry secured tonight's game following deadly attack Manhattan. Not surprised by that. I think every time something like that happens, you're going to be on high alert. The punt here, first punt, and it's Jack Fox. Fielded at the 25-yard line. Makes one man miss, but will be brought down immediately at the 27. They're going to get a late hit for a pylon, potentially? I don't think so. On the punt return there by Hines, who was back in the NFL. Swings with the Colts and the Bills, obviously got hurt. Back with the Chargers on a tryout basis, and see what happens here as we have first down for the Chargers at the 25-yard line. Yeah, the khakis graphics, love it. 2019 LSU versus these practice squad guys. Yeah, LSU would win that one. That's different. Because these guys, half these guys will not make it in the NFL. Half these guys are not NFL players. So that one's legit, yeah. That one's very legit. That one, actually, I don't think would be remotely close. First down the 28-yard line after the 2-yard return by Hines. Play action here with Lance. Last time he threw was a touchdown. Fires in the flat. That ball is caught to the 30 and down to the 34-yard line. Catch on the play there made by Jarrett Patterson. Brings up 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, Nate Dogg has now spent the most time in front on the XP leaderboard, so just something to keep in mind. Nate Dogg now has the lead for that. You want mentions for the NFL season? I think so. I think we'll do a few. Best guy that I knew in the preseason. Bot? I don't see a bot. I genuinely don't see a bot. Play action. Lance just has to dump it into the ground. Felt the pressure, and I guess the intended target was Rieger. For a first-round pick at TCU, but it's never going to happen there. 3rd and 4. But the best guy, I knew Allen Hurns was going to be legit. Allen Hurns in 2014, I saw him play in the preseason, and I heard about his camp. I saw everything, and I was like, this guy's going to be legit. And Allen Hurns was a great player. This is my Super Bowl 60 matchup. Boldness rating. I would say 8. Michael Strahan AI segment was worse than Jimmy Johnson, which was worse than the World Cup segment. From the top one, the bottom, Lance takes a snap. They send 5 going deep down the sideline, and that ball is caught at the 40, down to the 37-yard line. It is Keandre Lambert-Smith, the 5th round pick out of Auburn, with a great grab to get into plus territory. Call it again about 30. Trey Lance looking accurate so far. For his games, I've been to about I think 8 or 9. I think double digits. They go quickly. Hand off here again at 2. And it's Patterson down to the 36. 2nd and 8. It's a mobile. Yeah, preseason. Yeah, it's not about wins-loss. It's about how they play. I've been impressed by the Jaguars when they lose, and I was disgusted for certain games when they won. Last season, Lambert-Smith, 50 catches, 981, 8 touchdowns, the Penn State transfer. They drafted 2 receivers this year early on. Trey Harris, the Ole Miss guy, in round number 2. This one I give up the middle to Vidal. Saw Vidal play a bit last season. Gain of 2, 3rd and 6. So Hampton might be done. Might just be one drive to get his feet wet. Yeah, Lance is still in the pocket so far. Yeah, it's good to go to... yeah, prices are not bad. Prices, I got them for like $10. Favorite team in Derrick Henry Titans? Yes. Jaguars win was disgusted by? Like, pre-season, or like, I think just in general, beating the Bills in 2015 because we blew like a 27-3 lead, that was like, you gotta be kidding me. Two on the top, one on the bottom. Lance takes a snap with Fidel in the backfield. They send 4. Pocket, plenty of time, has to get rid of it. Now looking to scramble to the near side, directing traffic, and we'll just throw it out of bounds incomplete. Bought a lot of time there. Bring on 4th down. Guy I knew would be bust once he played in the preseason. Ooh. I mean, there are certain guys like I knew were going to be terrible. Tanner Lee, I was like, this guy is not a quarterback. Tanner Lee did not look like a quarterback. Tanner Lee, we drafted him out of Nebraska. He looked terrible. Dicker from 52 yards out. Dicker, one of the best kickers in the NFL last season, but will not get that one through. It goes off the left upright and doinks out. Off the left upright, doinks out. So despite the big grab by Lambert Smith, the Chargers can't do anything with it. Backup for the Chargers. Heineke's giving me the number 2, and Lance is the 3. Uyunglele is the 4. If we see him tonight, oh God. So Lions ball when we get back. Yeah, now the season has begun, baby. Now the season has begun. Yeah, Blake Bortles threw a pick 6 to give the Bills the lead. Yep. But that one, there should have been pass interference call. That one, there should have been PI. That one, there should have been PI. Doinker the kicker, I love it. Dicker last season, again, 93%. Hit that fair catch kick, that free kick. The first fair catch kick in that Thursday night game against the Broncos. The first one in close to half a century. A super rare play due to a penalty against the Broncos. That Thursday night game. We were on the call for that one. 2011 Rams went 4-0 in the preseason, and they averaged 12.1 points per game. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Blake Bortles threw a pick off a foot against the Lions. Yep, Marquise Lee was off his foot. Also threw a pick off TJ Yeldon's foot in the Texans game. I don't think he's getting traded. He requested trade. I don't think he's getting traded. I think they're going to get something done. Plan to do it for surgery? Yeah, just rest. I mean, you get back to normal pretty quickly. Any food restrictions? Can't do pizza for a little bit. Just start off soft, and then you're back to normal dining in like a week. So, I should be able to have pizza in a little bit. Not complete, but Trey looks poised and confident. Continues to look for this good challenge for the 2 spot. I don't know. We'll see. Looking all right so far, though. Looking all right so far. Yeah, Tanner Lee before he transferred. They were hyping him up, but he was super disappointed. Yeah, he was not good. We were having Tanner Lee or Christian Hackenberg. Not even close, actually. He truly won the quarterbacks of our time, yes. Yeah, after the Bills took the lead, came right back and scored. Brian Walters on 3rd down, drew a penalty, and then Alan Hearns with that touchdown. He was always great in London. Alan Hearns played like Jerry Rice anytime the Jaguars played in London. I mean, this week usually pizza about 3. That's about 3 times a week. So this week's been tough. How's it going, Zed? I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, if you are a member, you got a lot of cool perks for you to member. Members only Q&A streams, emojis in the chat, like the team logos. And also, anytime there's a penalty, you can throw the flag. We also have the Hall of Fame logo for this game and this game only. And we changed the cases. If this is your first time joining me, we changed the cases for every single game based on the teams playing. Yeah, we're not bad in London. We're around a 500 team in London, which is more than I can say about the last decade and a half. Lear Peterman? Oh, easily Peterman. Easily Peterman. Tanner Lee, you don't realize how bad he was. Tanner Lee was special. He threw a pass left-handed one time. For no reason. Handoff flag immediately flies as Reynolds gets brought down behind the line for a loss of 3. Guidry on the stop. Offside is the call, though, so move it up 5 yards. That run will not count. Yeah, just steer of his own awful. Yep. 60s Hall of Fame men did not know that. New York area flooding bad enough to be worthy of statistical analysis? I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, I was seeing pictures from family and friends, and it didn't look good. There was a lot of water on the ground today. Cars were submerged. It was tough. Lance being described just being drafted too high. He's better than Tim Boyle. I mean, to be fair, a wet fart's better than Tim Boyle. All right, 1st and 5 after the offside. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen remains in the game at quarterback. Kickoff not playing today. You figure Allen and Hooker will split reps today. Swing pass here. It goes to Reynolds. Makes one man miss and gets down to the 42-yard line. In plus territory before he's brought down the play by Kyle Kennard. Brought down by the 4th-round pick out of South Carolina, but not before. Picking up a nice chunk of yards there on that swing. And getting a 1st down. We're going back to New York next. Christmas. Blind Tom Brady or Tanner Lee. Tanner Lee played like he was blind, so I would take Tom Brady. Bots? Okay, I'm not seeing these bots. I'm genuinely not seeing these bots. 1st down. Handoff up the middle. Reynolds brought down by the legs. Hard hit there and brought down immediately on the play by Tony Jefferson. Jefferson, the veteran safety, 33 years old. He's been in the league now for 13 seasons. When you tackle like that, and make a pretty lengthy career out of that. Juwan Jenkins missed preseason. Oh, man. Start, bench, cut. I know the cut already, but screw it, yes. Yeah, cut is Lee. Start Hackenberg. Actually, start Mon, bench Hackenberg. Allen, pressure, has to just chuck it at the feet of Reynolds. No grounding on the play. 3rd and 9. Terms of emojis, I do not see him. Intentional? No, that's not grounding. That's not intentional grounding. Oh, wait. All messages? Okay, maybe that might be why. Oh, I see it. Okay, now I see it. It's under all messages. That should not be grounding. Now, granted, was that catchable? No, but he was there. Reynolds was in the area. Reynolds was absolutely in the area. That should not be grounding. See if they changed that call or not. Very reminiscent of that Eagles-Cardinals game from about 25 years ago. Remember when Plummer threw it at the feet of his running back in overtime. They called it grounding and got out of field goal range as a result. They changed the call this time, though, at least. Preseason first two. Yep, there we go. Okay, yeah, now I see it. Now I got the bots. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I was gonna say he threw it at the feet. Did exactly what you're supposed to do there. Did exactly what you're supposed to do in that spot. Hooker gets a legit chance. I don't know. I don't know if Hooker gets a legit chance. I don't know. But 3rd and 9. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Reynolds in the backfield. Allen. Some move beforehand, but take it on the neutral zone. Allen takes a snap. They're going to send 5. Allen looks. Comeback route. Intercepted. Picked off on the play and going to the 50, 40, 30. Reynolds, the one man to beat, down at the 5. Reynolds saves a touchdown, but it's an interception by Nico Reed. Nico Reed, the Oregon defensive back, had 2 picks last year for the Ducks. The Colorado transfer jumps that route perfectly as Allen was looking for Tom Kennedy. And for the second time this quarter, the Lions have turned the ball over. Reed read that one all the way. Reynolds stomps a touchdown. But the Chargers have great field position and a chance here to make it a 2-score game. 1st and goal at the 5. And Reynolds with the hustle to save a touchdown. As it looked like Reed was going the distance on that one. Reed never had a pick 6 in college. Picked off 5 passes in his 4-year career and awfully close to getting one, even if it's in a game that doesn't count. Ball to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. Never been Kyle Allen, and now I know why. Yep, there you go. There you go. Having offices now in the Hall of Fame building in Canton, because it's just easier to do business in New York than Ohio. To the outside, the run, down to the 1-yard line. Called a gain of 5, Vidal on the sweep pattern. 2nd and goal. Trey Lance, best QB in uniform. I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think that's a hot take at all. I don't think that's a hot take. 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. Vidal was forced out just shy by Rock Ya-Sin. This time going to go up the middle, and this time he's going to get in. Touchdown Chargers. This time he gets in. And only takes 2 plays for the Chargers to take advantage of the turnover. 13-0 the score with Dicker line up for the extra point. It's been, other than the Dicker doink, a flawless start in the Hall of Fame game. So which was the other element? Yes. How'd Tannerly make it to the NFL? Because the Jaguars were stupid. When I consider it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just way easier to do business. Because you have to remember, too, people fly in from all over the world to do business with the NFL. You're not going to be able to fly in all over the world to Canton. You know, it's basically a high school football stadium. It is. No fight songs to regular season. Nope. Nope. Future Boys of Terror Tots quarterback. Hey, do you want to see that? Yeah. Jack such a music on a JG9 stream. Sweet Home Alabama, maybe? I think Sweet Home Alabama. Or whoa, 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 whoa. That song. Extra Point is good. Can't find the game anywhere, so I thought I'd tune in with NBC Boston Fire Stick. All good. You know, the game is on NBC. Yeah, no Heidi game. It's preseason. Yep. Also, there's nothing else to Heidi too. Surgery is tomorrow at 1:30 my time. So 4:30 Eastern. How many people can fit? About 22,000. About 22,000. The Peterman start. That was rough. That was rough. How I miss football. Oh, man. Gonna do week 0. I'm doing Iowa State, Kansas State. We're not doing any other games week 0. I wish the timing worked out better for that. I don't know why there were so many games taking place at the same time around like 6 o'clock Eastern time or 3:30 Eastern time. But we're doing Iowa State, Kansas State, and then we'll do Jaguars preseason that night. How many injuries are caused by the goalpost being in front of the end zone in the 60s? Surprisingly, not many. I've been looking high and low for stories. I've not found anything about players getting injured after running into the goalpost. We'll be on again tomorrow. I have no idea. So tomorrow I have the surgery, 1:30 Eastern time, or 1:30 my time, so 4:30 Eastern time. Depends how I feel. Depends how I feel. I'm not making any promises. Not making any promises. You know, I want this sports, so it carries over. It does carry over. 14-0 scoring. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We've got over 100 people in the chat right now. Football is back, baby. This is your place to be for all football content this year. We're doing all the college games, all the NFL games. I changed the cases for every single game. Obviously, you see all the Charger and Lion helmets behind me. Every donation counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we're calling. Colts, Ravens, or Bengals, Eagles next Thursday. What's the next preseason game we're calling? Yeah, if I'm doing Jaguars preseason, I think we're going to do 2. I think we're doing 2 preseason games. Any NFL stories involving gallstones? I'll check. I will check on that one. Yeah, Apple commercials are hit or miss. Apple commercials are very hit or miss. Leave Kyle Allen in. 5 worst quarterbacks to start a regular season game since 2015. Tim Boyle is definitely up there. Philip Lindsay, if that counts. I don't know if Philip Lindsay counts. Jake Luton might be on there. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Clayton Tune. That could be there. Come on, man, for 13 months. I appreciate you, man. Low-key wish that MLB would have an all-star game where pitchers can't defend. I want to see how much the game changes. By the way, I'm coming out for 1 seed. All right. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Still from the D-backs. This should hopefully do. Come on with 350. Let's see. Am I growing my beard? No, I'm shaving it before. Let's see. Appreciate you. Did that do it? It did! Kamana in front. Kamana is in front. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Kickoff return to the 24-yard line. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Kamana is in front. And he is the leader in the clubhouse right now. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Jake Lewin nearly beat the Packers at one time. Yeah, he nearly did. We'll see. He had a nice touchdown run. He had one of the craziest touchdown runs I've seen. So, okay, 26 on that. All right, then obviously let me reset this. First down here. Allen fires. Caught at the 35 to the 40. 45 and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Catch made by Tesla. Tesla on the grab. The draft pick out of Arkansas, the 3rd round pick, taken with pick number 70. He was acquired, actually, in a trade down with the Jaguars. It's like the NASCAR Cup system. Yeah, pretty much. But we're making it work. So after the grab by Tesla, first down the 47-yard line. Yeah, Sterling Sharp was inducted, but Shannon was fired by his fit. Yeah, I wish they would have waited. I get where Shannon's coming from. We got, look. Don't take it away from my brother. He's waited his whole life for this moment. Allen scrambles, fires on the run. That ball is caught to the 35 and out of bounds to the 32-yard line. And once again, it's Tesla getting open after Allen buys some time. Back-to-back grabs by Tesla, and the Lions are in business. Keeping the new kickoff. I love it. I love it. We're getting more returns. I love it. Greatest preseason game in history? You Lions have a Tesla comment of interest. Yeah. Greatest preseason game in history. You know, the one I saw last year, Broncos-Cardinals, was really good. Don't think that's a good deadline. I love what they did with the bullpen. I love what they did with the bullpen. I think they did a very good job this year with the deadline. I really do. I think that 7-8-9 is going to be very hard to beat. First down ball at the 32-yard line. Handoff here, and Reynolds slips immediately. Was he touchdown? I thought he was. Was he touchdown on the play? They're going to rule that Caleb Murphy, I don't think, touched him down. So we'll call it a game of 3. Must play in the regular season for the memes. Oh, no, he's a third-round pick. He's going to play. I drafted in my Dynasty League. He's going to play. Tesla's going to play. He's a third-round pick. Or Tesla, I should say. Tesla, I should say. Not Tesla. Tesla. But the Arkansas wideout, last year, 28 catches, 545, 3 touchdowns. Let's actually finish the game. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to finish the game this year. Now they are saying he was touchdown. 2nd and 12. And they cut away quickly to do interviews. Middle of the field, that ball is caught, and that is the other rookie wideout. Down to the 22-yard line. That is Lovett. Again, they drafted 2 wideouts this year. Tesla and Lovett. Lovett dropped the pass earlier, but sort of redeems himself there. Makes it 3rd and manageable. Take for the Montana schools and coast schools to move up. Expanded playoff to like 20, where you actually have a shot at making the playoff every year. Now, Lions have a good receiver talent. They do. Cam Sterling on during halftime. Yeah, no, they never do it. I hate it. They never do it. I always hate that. But that's preseason football for you. 3rd and 2. Believe me, this isn't even the worst of it. Deep shot here. Double coverage! Intercepted! Intercepted! Thrown into double coverage. Looking for Tesla. And for the 2nd time today, Kyle Allen gets picked off. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. 3rd turnover for Detroit already. And the Chargers will take over at the 20-yard line. Yeah, and he held on to that ball all right. Threw it up for grabs. Double coverage looking for Tesla. And, well, the first 2 times worked. The 3rd time was not the charm. A disastrous start for Kyle Allen. He had the angle route open. If he waited a quarter second, he had the angle route open. He had the angle route open. If he were just a bit more patient. Place for the team is chiseled, says yes. Any Byron suing Coldplay? He's got no case. You consent when you go to a concert, you consent to putting yourself on the video board. Lions just don't want the ball. Nope, they do not. Keeping Najee and drafting Hampton first. I'm also keeping Saquon. Oh, I like that. The more backs you got, the better. But I wouldn't keep Najee. Just because I don't know how he's going to come back from the eye injury. I'm just not crazy about Najee. But Hampton, definitely. First down the 20. Come on with another 2. Appreciate you, man. As Lance, play action. Trying to buy some time, avoid the sack. Cannot. Brought down to the 14-yard line. And a nice takedown there by Grant Stewart. Called a loss of 4. How's it going, Jake? Appreciate you, man. Can you cut it for 3 drives? We're about to find out. We are about to find out. Hate the Chargers, rather the Lions winning them. It's the Hall of Fame game. It doesn't, wins and losses do not matter. Well, the Chargers playing? Oh, they're playing lights out right now. Dicker missed a field goal earlier, but Chargers look pretty good so far. They've already got 2 interceptions. They forced 3 turnovers already. Yeah, Warrensburg, anyway, yeah. Yeah, sure thought about that before. No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, don't be done with fireworks. 2nd and 15. Lance. Middle of the field. That ball's caught to the 20, and Stewart brings him down to the 21-yard line. Called a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9. On the catch there. Makes it 3rd and 9. How well is Lance playing? Lance looks fine so far. You know, Lance is looking sharp in the pocket. Actually, let's back at the game. Yeah, it should have been. Nate Dogg, joining the rewards here. Appreciate you, man. As a member, get a lot of cool perks. Same thing, video members, including streams and emojis in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, you wanted the Eagles game. I already know you wanted Eagles. I forgot to add that. Lance looking, fires sideline shot. That ball's caught well short of the sticks. And nice open field tackle there brings up 4th down. So a quick 3 and out as the grab by Darius Davis not able to result in a first down. And the first punt for the Chargers coming from J.K. Scott. With about 20 seconds left. Minor league game. I may have seen the umpire make the worst call in the history of organized baseball. Oh, God, was that bad? Go for it. It's the preseason. 4th and 4 in your own 26? Nah. Because you want to see special teams. I mean, at the end of the day, the most important thing for special teams is you want to see how they do on special teams. Biggest preseason comeback? I have no idea what the stats are on that. Stars playing? Oh, none. None are playing. Punt field at the 21-yard line here. Love it to the 25. Got some space to the 30. Love it to the 35. Gets a good block to the 40. And out of bounds at the 41-yard line, we'll say, about a return of 20 yards. That's the end of the first quarter. And the Detroit Lions have the ball after turning over 3 times that quarter. Could have gone a heck of a lot better, I will say. So we go to the second. I'll put another poll up who wins this game. If this is a real game, is Allen Cook by now? He is. They're loosening up the arm. They're loose up the arm. I'll put it that way. Yeah, Davis and Disley are playing. Yes. Yes. But they're not really starters. They're not really starters. Well, Disley played 1 drive. He's not going to play again. They're not really starters. Davis, I think, you got Trey Harris now. You got, obviously, you got Quentin Johnson, Lam McConkey. You got Rieger, although Rieger's playing. I mean, Davis isn't really a starter. Pitch right to the middle of the ball. Oh, we saw it the other day in the majors. Saw it the otother day. I think it was an Orioles game. Bates playing for Detroit? Yeah, kickers play. Yeah, starters play, kicking-wise. What is this movie? I couldn't tell you. They get a remake? Yeah, I got good reviews. I got surprisingly good reviews, which did not see coming. In terms of X, pick up Mana in front, Nate in second, Nick in third. I'm pretty sure all you guys tune in. Putting golf, so the score is 51-0 with 9 picks. Well, you figure that Hooker is going to play the second. Next year, Saints cards. I would hope so. It should be. It should be. You figure Fitzgerald and Breeze, who make the most sense. I'm surprised the Lions were this year. You usually don't see the Hall of Fame game with someone that's not in the Hall of Fame. I would have thought Chargers-Packers would have made the most sense because you got Sterling Sharp, but apparently not. Apparently not on that one. Tomorrow and Saturday, I have no idea because the surgery is tomorrow at 1:30 my time. So I don't want to make any promises on streams for tomorrow or Saturday because I'm getting gallbladder surgery. It is official. 1:30 tomorrow. I'll go under the knife. And depending on how I feel, I'll stream afterwards, but I don't want to make any promises. Definitely wouldn't be anything before 9 o'clock Eastern time. Definitely wouldn't be anything before 9 o'clock for Friday. Saturday, I'll let you know. Be funny if there were... Or Chargers-Vikings. Yeah, that works too. Funny if there was a blockbuster trade made during the baseball deadline. Oh, man. Can you imagine? Well, Terry McLaurin was like, you know what? I'm just going to sneak in this trade request while everyone's focused on baseball. I'm like, let's just do that. Why play Hooker, risk injury to your backup? Well, I don't think they know who the backup is yet. I don't know if it's going to be Allen or Hooker. Am I nervous for the surgery? Gallbladder? No, I'm not nervous. It's a routine surgery. I'm looking forward to it. I'd rather just get it out so I don't have to have gallstones again. I've seen the surgery. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I'm not worried about the surgery. I'm not like scared of surgery or needles or anything like that. I go under anesthesia and whatnot. People get knocked unconscious? Yes, anesthesia, yeah. What type of surgery? Gallbladder removal. I made my gallbladder removed. Basically, when I said for the last year, oh man, when you get older, your back pain just gets horrible, and I have like crippling back pain. I have the back of an old man at 65. Turns out it wasn't that. Turns out it was gallstones. And I felt pain because it was literally my gallbladder passing stones, and it was bad. First down, the handoff here. Reynolds to the 45 and down to the 50. We'll call it a gain of 10. And a first down into plus territory before being brought down on the play by Kendall Williamson. Appreciate you on that one, Red Rhino. Appreciate you, man. Doing 5K, you can watch the surgery live, yes. No, old, yeah, no, I'm not old. But, like, it's like I said, like, I had the back of an old man because I was constantly in back pain, I had to stretch. Turns out, anytime I need to stretch and do that, that was my gallbladder passing stones. Right, Tesla, yes. Tesla. Doing straight tomorrow? Yeah, what's going on in sports? I don't know, but we'll see. It depends how I feel. Maybe the Lions the other team because Gates was born and raised in Detroit. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Birthday stream? Depends how I'm feeling. Otherwise, I do it. Are they reviewing the spot here? They might be reviewing the spot here. We do have a stoppage. And remember, there are no chains. They do have technology this year. And here we go. The first ever virtual measurement in NFL history says that it was obviously a first down. Okay, why not? Why not? Surgery is tomorrow. Back pain from sitting in the same position a lot? No, it's from gallstones. It had nothing to do with my back. It had nothing to do with my back at all. My back is fine. My back is totally fine. It actually had to do with gallstones. I was passing gallstones. That was the problem. So my back pain is fine, actually. All right, first down. One at the top, one at the bottom. Yeah, chains are gone, yep. Hand off here to Reynolds once again. This time gets 3 down to the 47. We saw this in the UFL, too, with the virtual measurements. Takes a while, but... Oh, we did see a little bit of that last year, didn't we, in the preseason? But this year, it's for every game. Brother Gift unboxing stream? Ooh. Well, I mean, at this point, just get, like money from people. At this point, get money. I don't really get, like, presents. Virtual measurement flops? I'm going to say fiction. Say fiction. Second 6, 1 the top, 1 the bottom once again. Allen under center. Play action here. Fires in the flat. That ball is caught low. Gain of 5. And that is the veteran tight end. Shane Zylstra on the grab. His 5th season with the team. 3rd and 1. Yeah, Mullins didn't sell. I'm surprised they kept Sandy, but look, they're playing well. Why mess up? I mean, you got the lowest payroll in baseball. You're winning games. Why mess it up? Jay's getting Bieber. I know a lot of Guards fans are upset about that one. No, a lot of Guards fans are upset about that one. Yeah, Long Island got 4.5 inches to rain at most. Certainly unlikely, but not something that's never happened. Yeah. I heard 5 inches. I saw 5.5. And Allen, can he get the snap off in the gun? He cannot. So, timeout called, and Lions will have 2 left. They rip chains for over 100 years. Tell the doctors have the remnants of gallstones in a jar to save it. Donate, I don't know. I would love to have that just on display. Why not? Just get it signed at camp. I got 6 helmets signed today at camp. I will say, I went to the Cardinals camp, and I got about 6 things signed, which is awesome. Yeah, Scarlett's fine. Kwon was not traded. Thank God. I think she would have exploded. Seahawks cards week 4? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going with that one. Kwon was traded in the offseason. I'm going to say fact. I think it's depending. I think like by Port Washington. I think Port Washington. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, it's a great name. Dumbest preseason addition I've ever seen. You're really looking at long-term things that injure your quarterback or injure players for no reason. So the dumbest one I'd probably say playing Mark Sanchez in the 4th quarter of that 2013 preseason game against the Giants made no sense to me. It feels like it's been around for a while. Yeah, Mark Sanchez, let's go BTJ, Brian Robinson Jr. Yeah. You'd think people would know, like, because it's not like he's a no-name guy. He's literally like one of the best receivers in football. Yeah, how about the Angels? Yeah, so much for buying. So much for buying Reynolds up the middle. Off the timeout down to the 37. First down on the play. No virtual measurement needed there. Jasir Taylor on the stop. Yeah, saying we're going to buy. And then your move is getting Peraza. Like, ooh. Shock factor when they trade Suarez, 1. Sadness factor, 3. Kelly hurt the most for like 2 minutes before I realized what we got. I'm like, oh crap, we got a good return. Yeah, it does feel weird. The handoff once again goes to Reynolds. Reynolds to the 35, cuts upfield to the 30. 25, 1 to beat. And brought down by the legs of the 24-yard line by R.J. Mickens. The 6th-round safety out of Clemson saved a tackle there. Reynolds comes up a bit gingerly there, but jogging off the field on his own power. Gain of 12 and a first down. Red Sox team, Madsen May. I don't know what they're doing. You're giving up Blaze, who is ready for the majors right now, for 2 months of Steven Matz, who has not been that good this year? I'm like, what? Yeah, first time they got worse by players, yeah. Greatest recent game I watched? Cardinals-Broncos last year was fun. Cardinals-Broncos was a fun game. First down, the handoff here. We'll call it a gain of 1. It's going to his first carry of the day is Jabari Small. Number 42. A small gain for him, 2nd and 9. Yeah, if Kwon gets straight, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Los Angeles Mighty Angel Ducks of Anaheim FC. Yeah, but I'm very confused by the Mats acquisition. A 2-month rental, and you give up Blaze? Why? There was some movement. Yeah, there was definitely some movement on the line. Flag comes out, and they're going to get a false start on Jamarco Jones. So back it up 5 yards. Jamarco Jones, the veteran offensive tackle out of Ohio State, in his 2nd year in Detroit. Brings up 2nd and 14. Yeah, Yazzie on the Royals, yep. And Matt's had his moments in Flushing. Matt's had his moments, for sure. I got the bot, don't worry. I got the bot. My chat was paused, that's why. Padres, look, Preller always seems to make it work. I don't know how. Preller always seems to make it work. He sells off the farm for these great players and then just keeps retooling the farm. He always seems to do this, so I trust the process with him. Handoff once again to Small, and this time, not a lot, down to the 25-yard line, called about 3rd and 11. D-backs blew it up? No, it didn't blow it up. I think the thing with the D-backs, all their guys were expiring contracts. You know, definitely Card Saints will be McCarthy Tucker. That'll be the lowest thing. You're going to lose Jordan the Real 5 draft this offseason? Yeah, but is it... I don't know if it's worth it, though. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, 120 people watching right now, which is awesome. One of the top 3 at the bottom of the screen. You know, Suarez, I love the guy. Take good care of him. I love Suarez. I love him. He's not a good fit long-term because he can't play defense, but man. 3rd and 11. And high chase rate at times. Slant route caught. Love it. His second grab of the day. Down to the 17. Will be 4th and about 4. And that should send Bates on for the field goal. You know, they sold. They definitely sold. They didn't buy. They definitely sold, but they loaded up the farm with a lot of pitching prospects. All their guys were expiring contracts. Like, there was no one under contract that we sold off for 26. Like, the core is still intact. Naylor has not been good as of late. Suarez, high chase rate. A lot of strikeouts at times when he's not hitting home runs and can't play defense. But I love the guy. Kelly's the only one that I'm like, oh, man, that one hurts. But we got a lot of good pitchers in return. And he might come back. Because he's talking about coming back. You know, they're going to go for it. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Allen takes the snap. They send 4. He'll have time. Pump fake. Now he's rolling out, looking to throw on the run. He's going to try running for the first now. And did he stretch the ball? I don't know if he got it. I don't know if he got it. That is close. That is close. He did not stretch the ball out. You got to stretch the ball out there. I think he got it by a hair, but oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. He needs to get to the 13. And, that is awfully close. They're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to him. First down on the play. Virtual measurement confirms it. You got to stretch that ball out, though. Got to have that awareness. 14-yard line. First down to the bottom of the screen. Got to stretch the ball out there. The gift is Small for the 3rd time this drive. Lowers his shoulder down to the 12. Called a game at 2. Brought down on the play. At the 12-yard line. Virtual measurement? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he got it. Yeah. If you just start hundreds of furniture guys. Yeah, but these guys are, the prospects are AAA, AA. Like, they're going to be ready by 26. Matt's good of his own commodity? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Panthers, Jags, I'm not looking forward to that game in terms of the announcers. And the production. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen under center. The toss out here to Small. Small, great block set. Oh, that's how you get out in front. That's how you redeem yourself. Jamarco Jones. The nice block there getting to the 2nd level. Makes it 3rd and 5. That's a great job there by Jones getting out in space. And winning at the point of attack there. Who aced the deadline? You know, I think the D-backs did a pretty good job, all things considered, as sellers. I also really like what the Mets do with their bullpen. I really do. And the Padres. The Padres, whew, man. And I think the Mariners are the biggest winners, though. The Mariners are the biggest winners. I mean, they gave up pretty much none of their top prospects. Bubble screen here, caught by Lovett, and Lovett will get a push forward to get 4 yards down to the 5. Got some help from his offensive lineman with an extra shove, 4th and 1. And now I think they're going to go for it. They went for a 4th and 4 last time. Don't know why 4th and 1 they wouldn't be. A-String, Miller, and Sears, they got a heck of a haul. They got a heck of a haul for it. But I think Padres and Mariners aced the deadlines. A year where there were 0 repeat division winners. When 99? No, because the Jaguars won, obviously, in 98. Huh. 2000 might be. Let me think about 2000. 4th and 1. 2000 could be the answer to that one. Hang on. 4th and 1. Allen. Fires in the flat. That ball is caught. Love it. Back-to-back grabs for him. Getting him involved early on and down to the 3. First down. You only think AFC... 2000 might have been. Because AFC Central was Baltimore. AFC West was Oakland. And they didn't win in 99. That was Seattle. AFC East was Indy in 99. Miami in 2000. First and goal. NFC East, yeah. NFC East was the Giants in 2000, was Washington in 99. The handoff here to Reynolds. Gets nothing. Brought down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Spinning around Caleb Murphy. Second and goal. NFC West, it was New Orleans. St. Louis won in 99. And then NFC Central, third time's won Super Bowl. He did not. No, that's the Flex of Verdict. Love it. Panthers, Jags, I have no idea. Whoever's at the bottom, I think Vilma. I think it's going to be Albert Vilma. Worst announcer to get multiple seasons? Ooh. I'm going to get multiple? Adam Lee was pretty bad. Second goal, Reynolds once again. And this time plows his way in a long touchdown drive there by Detroit. That took up the entire second quarter so far. A 9-minute drive, including multiple fourth down conversions, and Craig Reynolds, the veteran rusher, finds the end zone and gets the Lions on the board. Watch me on the 1-2 with South catch up to work. 14-6. Yeah, Gumbel always like him as an announcer, especially play calls when a happen. Yeah, when he was in his prime, he was good. Obviously, by the end of it, he was not that good, but he says anything but a number one. Yep. Reynolds puts a wrap on the drive. And here comes Jake Bates, the former UFL kicker. And his first extra point of the season is off the upright but in. It's like a favorable bounce there. Yeah, Hooker's going to go the second half? Yep, I figure. I think it's going to be Lance for the first, Uiagalelei for the second, and then for the Lions, Allen for the first, Hooker for the second. Sunday ticket head, baby. And it's Kelsey. Precinct games, yeah, I've been to a lot. Been to a few Cardinals ones, been to Jaguar ones. Went to one in Baltimore, New England, New York. I've seen the Jaguars play in 4 stadiums for preseason. I've seen Cardinals play a few preseason games. Son to find out what's number one. Yeah, no, Gumbel was fine, but he's not like an elevator. Yeah, DJU, yep, DJU. Thoughts on Sean McDonough? He just felt very complainy at times during the broadcast. I will say, I met the guy, super nice guy. And he is a concert professional. I do like him on certain sports. I just don't think NFL was his forte. He didn't have the best chemistry with Gruden. Because Gruden was very much like an energetic guy. You need someone to match its energy. And Tirico did a very good job at that. Which Patriots game? The one in 2017 where Keelan Cole had the 98-yard touchdown. I knew right away with him. That's another one. Keelan Cole, I knew right away. He's going to be a stud. Now, DJU was in the NFL. Well, for hockey, he's fine. He's fine for hockey, but nothing special. McDonough was stunned to find out he was number one CBS. Wow. You know, he's not. No chance. No chance. So the Chargers, Taylor Heineke's there too. He's not playing. Where with Hooker last year was in limited time. He was out there. He did not look good. He did not look good. No, you were right. He did not look good. I was not impressed watching Hooker play. I felt like his pocket presence was off. Vikings Broncos 2018 set at midfield, and the Vikings will over the Broncos. Nice. Remember the Vikings were the Jaguars at preseason as well in Minnesota. When I noticed ESPN was having major problems. When I was in college and they did like a massive round of cuts, and I'm like, oh, this is bizarre. When I did a massive round of cuts, I realized, okay, this is not good. This is not good. And again, $50 more by any one person. I will sing any song you want me to with a live band tonight at Live Band Karaoke. You see the list of songs. Maybe JJ is good. Foxy Super Nice Barely. Yeah, but JJ's on CBS. So, JJ being good would not help Fox. Yeah, I need Fox to shake things up. I need Fox to shake so much up. I've never been to NBA preseason or spring training. Never been to either one. OT night? No. Thursday nights, no. The kickoff here, and that does not reach the landing zone, so that'll be a flag. It's got to reach the 20. And obviously that ball did not reach the 20 in the air, so ball will be placed at the 40 as a result of the infraction. Some of the Bear song. I mean, you get the money, yeah, $50, $50. I don't think they have it on the list. It's gotta be on the list, but I first down at the 40. Last time our Chargers went 3 and out. It's a 9-minute, 10-second drive. So what Trey Lance can do here. He's looked all right so far. Took a sack last drive, but pocket presence has been surprisingly good so far. Eagles open practice. Ooh, that's fun, yeah. Cardinals have open practice. I've been to 3 of them. You get so many autographs. I've gotten a solid, I think, 11 autographs already. I got 6 today. That's nice out because kids are back in school, so you don't have to fight as many people for the autographs. Hand off your gain of 1, second and 9. You ready for fun set actual analysis? There you go. That's why I got me. That's why I got me at this point. Fox gets blowed up, clean house. I also like Gus back. Well, Gus, the problem with Gus, he's not that good anymore. I love Gus, but man, you listen to him call Ohio State games. It is rough nowadays. It is rough. McDonald, the Gumbel, yeah. Yeah, CBS was struggling back then. They got the rights back to the NFL. It's like, oh, we don't really know what we're doing at times. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Handoff here up the middle to the 45. Breaks a tackle to the 50. And a first down at the 49-yard line. It is Naheem Hines on the give. Into plus territory, the 49, gain of 10. I didn't know that Gates played basketball. I also didn't know until recently that Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. Nesler now, I mean, he's up there in age. Checks it down here to Hines, and that'll be a gain of 3. So we know his story. Hines injured in a water accident a couple of years ago. He's back. Stream my birthday season 4 will be start up. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Wait, they didn't want to turn to NBC, which I get. They also course corrected too much. Where, okay, we're going to have a bunch of first timers on our pregame show. Yeah, but Nettie wasn't good with Brady Quinn during the Jaguars-Colts game, but then again, that game sounded like it was in a library. I don't know how much of that was on him, necessarily. Handoff here will call it a gain of 1 for Hines. 3rd and 5. Overrated, underrated this year. Underrated, I think Patriots. I think Patriots will be very good this year. Overrated? Ooh. Overrated. I have a lot of question marks with the Commanders this year. Why is the Hall of Fame logo lowercase? Yeah, that's a good question. Third and 4, Lance. Back shoulder, almost intercepted, but flag on the play. There was PI. Contact all the way. Contact all the way. Looking for Keandre Lambert-Smith, the 5th round pick out of Auburn. And couldn't get the separation because there was a tug of the shoulder pad. So, first down here for the Chargers. Was Vince Scully good as last year with Dodgers? Yes. Yes. Definitely for fun? No, you were not. Golden Steel, appreciate you, man. No, Scully was always good. Scully knew when it was time. Yeah, Scully was great. First spot of the year? No, we had like 20,000 bots already. Yeah, I have not been high on the Commanders this year. I wasn't necessarily the craziest about their offseason that they had, and I think they're just very old defensively in the front 7. I think they come back to bite them. Yeah, Gates is the first Hall of Famer to ever play college football. He is the first one. Ball the 38 following the illegal contact penalty. Play action to Lance. Not going to check it down. Instead, fires for the tight end. That's caught the 17-yard line. Could have easily checked it down to his running back. Instead, goes through his reads and finds the veteran Tucker Fisk for a gain at 22. This is how Michaels last year. Hasn't announced anything yet, but I hope so. I hope so. He easily could have checked it down, played it safe, and looked for Jared Patterson for a gain of 5. But that's nice progression by Trey Lance, you know? That is very nice progression by Trey Lance. And we haven't seen Lance take off and run in a clean pocket. We saw that a lot with the Cowboys last year in the preseason, where he would take off out of these clean pockets. He's not doing that this year. He's looking very composed right now. The handoff here down to the 16-yard line. I must say, Trey Lance's footwork has gone a lot better. I know it's only half a game. It's the Hall of Fame game. But his footwork looks a lot better this year. Except for the season. Oh, you know it. You know it. I can't wait to see Travis Hunter play. I've not been this excited about a Jaguars rookie, a non-quarterback Jags rookie in forever. Like, obviously I was excited about Trevor Lawrence, but not counting Trevor, I've never been more excited to see a rookie play. Al Michaels might dabble calling a game. He might dabble watching the Colts this year. We go to the 2-minute warning. I got the butts. We go to the 2-minute warning. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. As Gamane now has the most time in front. Let me just take care of that. So Gamana leads both in XP and most time in front. And again, the winner of each category for XP gets $30 of their choice added to a game of their choice, I should say. 2 bars at the same time. You know, football's truly back when the bots have arrived. That you know. I was wondering, will we get bots for the Hall of Fame game? And we do have bots for the Hall of Fame game. A bot counter, that'd be interesting. So if I was streaming this American to me, let's go. Why am I making Naked Gun? Well, apparently it's got good reviews. Alright, Bucks all blindfolded, yep. On the Camaros, do everything I possibly can to keep it chlorine. You cannot afford to lose production entirely going into the season with Debo, Noah Brown, Jalen Lane, McCaffrey. No, you cannot. No, I'm not crazy about the weapons they got, especially if Terry is not there. Trey Lance looking sharp so far as the Chargers are driving down the field in the red zone. Looking to make it a 2-score game. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. We are live for all the NFL games. We're going to be live for, I think, 9 preseason games this year. Obviously, all the Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. The Brazil game. The Thanksgiving games. The Saturday games. College football. We're live every Saturday for that. We're live Friday night for college football. We're live Tuesday and Wednesday nights when CUSA and Maction action happens. We are live for a lot. Ayuk, the worst wide receiver contract in the NFL? Right now, yeah. Right now, I think it is. If you asked me that 3 months ago, I would say Gabe Davis. 20 years from now, we're starting a new year of Thursday football. We have robot refs, 22-week year, and 100-year-old Al Michaels who is struggling to stay awake. It's a simple world's down the call. There you go. Right now, we're not talking all time. Obviously, all time, like Kenny Galladay takes the cake. We're talking right now. Worst quarterback contract right now? Oh, worst one right now? Well, all time, it's probably either Neil O'Donnell or Nick Foles. Worst one or Osweiler, but worst one right now? It's Watson. It's not even close. Actually, wait, Watson's the obvious one. Watson, it's like so obvious, like you almost don't think about it. It's that obvious. Deshaun Watson's the worst QB contract in the NFL right now. It's the worst contract of all time. It's actually like so obvious that you don't even think of it. Lance going end zone shot, 1-on-1 coverage, incomplete. Trey Harris, a second-round pick out of Ole Miss, ran out of real estate there. Brings up 3rd and 6. Yeah, Watson doesn't even count. If we don't include the obvious one, I'd probably go Dak. Obviously, the obvious one is Watson. How did it take you that long to figure it out? Because it's so obvious that you think of other things. Man, for 22 months now, appreciate you, man. If you could pick Sky Kid, appreciate you, man. If you could pick any 2 players to replace Michaels and Herbie in the booth, who would it be? Ooh. 3rd and 6, Lance, slam pass. That ball is caught to the 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown Chargers, Keandre Lambert-Smith. And Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown pass of the day. And it's the 5th round pick out of Auburn, finding the end zone for the Chargers. They answer Detroit's 9-minute touchdown drive with a touchdown drive of their own. And the Chargers in front by 2 scores. Who I would replace? Any 2? Noah Eagle? Eagle and Orlovsky could be interesting. Eagle with Orlovsky could actually be a pretty interesting pairing. Can't view the position. You're 12th right now. Yeah, Kirk Cousins-Todrick. Yeah, that's another one. Extra point right, Dicker. That one's good. 21-7. Trey Lance. I'm not even sure if you even play him anymore. I think he showed you everything you need to. Trey Lance looks composed in the pocket. Appreciate you, Costa. Appreciate you, man. Hope we get 1 million. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. That would be... Whew. If these streams could just be, like, with 1 million people, that would be incredible. Assuming online. Trey Lance better than Herbert. Yep. There you go. Trey Ball's, I think it's a 2 spot. I think there's definitely a case to be made. Assuming NBA regular season, probably not. But there's so much happening between college basketball, NFL, college football. There's a lot. At least Harbaugh's actual coach, like McCarthy. That is true. You know, Harbaugh knows what he's doing, obviously. Harbaugh absolutely knows what he's doing. Let's have the best game of his career? Oh, it's not even close right now. Lance looks legit right now. I'm not saying he's a good quarterback by any means, but he looks composed. He's making all the right reads. He's making all the right throws. He's being very accurate. Going through his progressions. He's not escaping clean pockets, which is big. That was one of my big concerns with him last year. Lance actually might not be terrible anymore, relatively speaking, compared to what he was in San Fran and Dallas. Obviously, we knew going in he was going to be very raw. And it's taken a while, but this is the kind of stuff that you see. You're like, maybe there's something there. Maybe he's salvageable. Maybe there's something there. Rather than Lance on the Browns than Watson, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Man, I think you'd rather have anyone besides Deshaun Watson on your team, both on and off the field. That's fair, sports talk. That's fair. That's fair. It's a lot of money, but again, the cap rises every year. Yeah, Washington getting McNabb 5 or $78 million. Yeah, that was. Whew. That was really stupid on their end. I don't know what they saw to be like, let's give him that money. Yeah, appreciate all you guys tuning in again. We do have emojis in the chat shows for either one of these teams. Quarterback for the Raiders anyway. Quarterback for the Raiders is Geno Smith. In the new Apple commercial looks AI. You know, wouldn't shock me. Apple made so many AI ads and they were all terrible. Kickoff to the 20. 25-yard line is where Lovett's brought down. Right on the 24. So Lovett brought down the 24. Again, you would figure that a lot of these kickoffs will just bounce in the end zone and go for touchbacks because it gets placed at the 35. It bounces immediately in the end zone. So the strategy is going to be a lot different during the regular season in terms of returning kicks and fielding kicks. Heineke slacks versus Saints. Lance should be 2. Yep, I'm with you there. Except for the Olympics, I can't wait. We're going to be live streaming that. We're broadcasting doing any sport ever. Oh, God. The players-only broadcasts were terrible for the NBA. They were pretty bad. Coca-Cola, yes, they should. Yes, they should. So I'll pick this year. I got Bills-Rams. I got Bills against the Rams. First down, the 25. Allen, pump fakes, now fires middle of the field, incomplete. Falling down, so unable to make the grab there. It's Tesla. Brings up second down. Ads are YouTube getting annoying? Oh, jeez. So watch this clip of the Big Red Dog. AI will think they're 12. I think it depends how often they watch it. I'm not too worried for me, but it's scary stuff. Although if it helps people parent their kids better, I mean, Tom Ledger video overlooked the Giants calling him easy. Yep, and it worked out. Actually worked out. Swing pass, it's caught by Small. Small makes one-man miss, does not go out of bounds. Instead, we'll get the extra yards to the 30-yard line, brought down on the play. Number 25, Junior Colson. Brings up 3rd and 5 at the 30. Least likely combination for the Super Bowl, Jets Saints. 3rd down. Allen escapes the sack on a run for... No, what are you doing, Allen? He slides. Allen slides instead of diving for the first. And because of that, it's going to be 4th down. You feel like Baltimore's not a bad pick at all. Oh, Allen's got to know where the yard line is. That's twice now today. He had no idea where the first down line was. They got away with it on that 4th down earlier. Nate Dogg with a 20. Oh, let's go. That gets you at the first. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Appreciate you a ton, man. Appreciate you a ton. Oh, let's go, man. Thank you so much. Whew. Nate Dogg. Do that. Appreciate you, man. All right, let me do this really quickly. All right. How do you think the Jags will do this year? I think 7 wins. I think 7. I think this is a team that might struggle the first half of the season. I think they could definitely struggle the first half of the season because that schedule is tough. But the second half's not too bad. It is Kyle Allen, not Brandon Allen. It is Kyle Allen. The punt here, as the Chargers burn their first timeout. Stop the clock trying to get the ball back. Punt field at the 10-yard line, fair catch. But I don't know what Allen was doing there in that spot. All you got to do, just dive, and you get the first. But you don't slide short of the sticks. The awareness is not there. And the Lions better hope that Hooker is legit, because if not, they got some massive question marks if Goff goes down. Like, the Lions' backup quarterback situation is not ideal right now. Will it detect that I'm a kid? Probably not. No. Well, because the other thing, too, is that because I have a channel and I get AdSense money, it wouldn't detect that I'm a kid because I have to fill out forms every year anyways for tax purposes. So they already have, like, my social and all that. So they know. I could watch Caillou for 12 hours straight. They wouldn't detect I'm a kid. Bundle Save. We are back, baby. We are so back. Packers are 10-7 with first round exit. Fans going to get impatient while LaFleur fired. I can see it. I can see them getting impatient. They're not going to fire LaFleur, but Logan Surgery. Appreciate Jay Blaine. Front runner for dumb decision of the season. Well, Eagles-Cowboys is game 1. I think Schottenheimer might do something. Not shown Nate Dogg as our XP leader on the graphic. Try refreshing. TJ Alby's Edibles and Excelsiors. Yeah, I'm glad they changed the name. Glad they changed the name. I think this one works a bit better. Oh, on our graphic? Oh, my bad. Yep, on the graphic it's not. You were right on that. Yep, there we go. I got the bot. Yeah, they should have won that game if it wasn't for Carlson. Once for their kicking situation, it was terrible. Reacting to Caillou 12-hour stream. Oh, God. That should be my birthday stream. That should be birthday. Ravens-Eagles Super Bowl is not a bad pick at all. That is not a bad pick at all. It's really entering year 7. Man, time flies. Jags Early's 3-4 can make the playoffs. If they start 3-4, I'm buying. If they start 3-4, I'm believing. If they start 3-4, I'm thinking to myself, oh, this might be happening. Kyle Player, the worst player so far today. On the field, yeah. He has had no awareness. Kyle Allen looks unplayable. And they better hope that Hooker looks legit, because if he does not look legit, the Lions have a problem at backup quarterback. And that could be a you trade for Cousins kind of situation. Demonstrating for Sirianni? Oh, definitely over. Definitely over. Garbage Super Bowl 58-1. Do you think he'd have a solid Hall of Fame case already? No. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. 12-hour Jags start breaking losses. I mean, that's basically what I do anyways for a living. 4-3, I'm streaking in the streets of Phoenix shirtless. All right, Caillou remember for 12 hours straight. Caillou. Definitely Caillou. At least there's a plot. You Tyler himself as a free agent. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. First down, they give to the side, to the 15-yard line, and that's where it all goes down. We'll see if the Lions call a timeout. I think the idea for the Chargers is see if you can get a first down, then you go. If not, you're fine taking to the half up 21-7. Obviously, you've seen what you need to out of the offense with this string. When I missed it, number 6 had a golden, so listen, both back-to-back. What was he smoking? Yeah. Whew. 2nd and 5. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Handoff here and nothing doing. We'll see if the Lions call timeout. They will not. In a real game, I would say call timeout here. The risk reward, you can potentially line up for potentially get a good punt return line, get one more play, line up for a field goal, but obviously preseason, I'm okay with that. 3rd and 4. I think if the Chargers got a first down, they want to see another rep with their special teams, and they got one more first down. Maybe they try to do a 2-minute drill, but not going to force anything. They'll just go into the half, and what a half it's been. 21-7 the score. Getting hamster drunks. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you don't with your mom. And remember, the Chargers get the ball in the second half, seeing as the when the Lions got the ball, they fumbled on the opening kick. Caleb with a 20. Whoo! Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you. Which game do you want? I will get you on the call for that. Oh, my goodness. Appreciate you, man. As an unbiased Niners fan, we don't do halftime rates for the NFL. I'm putting Gates above Kelsey 100%. My dad, who's watched the NFL religiously since 1980, agreed. And I would agree with your dad as well. And I would agree with you, too. Kelsey's great. Gates was better. Gates, I would put ahead of Kelsey. So, I'm with you and your dad on that one. I'm 100% with you and your dad on that one. What I missed was pretty bad. Went from goal, make me want to run through a wall. Let my butt off, yeah. Yeah, Ravens could someone the North Lamar goes down. Yep, with Rush, yeah, they could. They could. Thoughts on Jordan Love? He needs to cut down the mistakes. A lot of turnovers. Only chat sports streaming? Yeah, we're not doing that. But which game do you want, Caleb? Appreciate you, man. Do you want me to do Colts Ravens or do you want me to do Bengals Eagles? I appreciate you a ton, man. Thank you for the 20. Really, really means a lot to me on my birthday. Or close to my birthday. Appreciate you a ton, man. Appreciate you a ton. When I was songs for preseason? Just because. I mean, it's... Like, preseason songs should be like hype, if that makes sense. It should be... Like, for Ford Stringers, and it's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, who's streaming right now? And there are a few people. There are a few. You got Chat Sports. I know someone just took a job with Chat Sports. I'm like, okay. We got the director is streaming. Jerry, yeah, we've got a few streaming. There's one person streaming who's gone right now who has a Mets background. Could be got Mona's alt account for all I know. With Hamilton will be better song that's out. Yeah, easily. Not even close. Bengals had average defense, yeah, different story. Bengals had average defense, yeah. Yeah, literally. We do have the song list here. Bengals front office kind of cheap. Oh, kind of being the understatement of the century. If it wasn't for them being cheap, if they weren't so cheap, they would have a Super Bowl title by now. At the very least, another appearance. Dr. D's live as well, yes. Only 6 animation real news today? Oh, man. They're slacking. Well, I think you only get like 2 or 3 max per channel per day. You only get 2 or 3 max per channel. First points in Thursday on Amazon Prime history. It was Chargers-Chiefs was the game. So I'm just going to guess Edwards-Helaire. I'm guessing Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm going to guess Clyde Edwards-Helaire. King Henry, yes. And also Cooper Rush is a solid backup quarterback. Cooper Rush is a very solid backup quarterback. Okay, we have some videos from the animation reel. Did you see this one, RFK? What is a cartoon dog? It's a dog that's a cartoon. What is a cartoon dog? Literally, it's a dog that's a cartoon. Dustin Hopkins? Oh, field goal. My favorite channels? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a gem. What is a cartoon dog? Great video. Let's see what Football Expert has done. That AI video, I did say would come at the end of the month. Obviously, surgery has kind of pushed that back. But hopefully it's out before Disney. Is Tom Brady playing tonight? Oh my god. Alright, okay. I found... I think I found... The animation channel is called The Animation Reel. All right, we're gonna play a little video for you guys of this half. This video is the best video I've ever seen in my life, and we're gonna watch it live on stream together because this is it's a fun one. It's a fun one. This is a really, really fun video. I was trying to have a fun playoff game. Favorite game of the postseason? No, it wasn't my favorite game of the postseason. No.
Is Tom Brady playing tonight? If you're wondering whether Tom Brady will be on the field tonight, let's break down the latest information to give you a clear answer. First, Tom Brady has been in the news a lot lately, but not necessarily for playing football. After his retirement, he has transitioned into a new role as a sports commentator. This means he is no longer an active player in the NFL.
Speculation about with the Rams? Now we're talking about Matthew Stafford?
Rumors and speculations about Tom Brady's involvement with the Las Vegas Raiders, particularly regarding a meeting with Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. For tonight, that would involve Tom Brady as a player. He will not be on the field but might be behind the mic, sharing
Behind
his
the mic.
insights and stories
Yeah, video?
about the game.
Yeah.
On the field, but might be behind the mic.
He might be
sharing
behind the
his
mic.
Insights and stories about the game.
Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, so Tom Brady is not playing tonight. Hate to burst your bubble, guys. Tom Brady is not playing. Frank, you for calling the games tonight. Oh, my God. God, this channel is so good. Oh, my God. Never count on touchdown, Tom. Nope. Nope, never count on touchdown, Tom. Oh, my goodness. He's literally not even calling the game. Thoughts on the 2023 playoffs? Super Bowl was fun. Super Bowl was fun. NFC Championship was a fun game. NFC Championship was a fun game. Divisional round, pretty solid. Pretty solid divisional round. Especially with the Lions-Bucks game. It is the best yes, it is the best channel on YouTube. Yes. Yes. What is it from the... Yes, what is... Yeah, that is up there. That is up there. My favorite, though, has to be from Animation Reel. My favorite one has to be, what type of animal is Perry the Platypus? That would be my favorite one. That was the absolute best video. I will link that AI slop channel if you do want. If you do want to be enlightened. Oh, man. Should I start the Jets defense? Should I start the Jets defense? Tonight? They ain't playing. Third time's for Super Bowl ring? Yep. Is the Rose Bowl always in Pasadena? This is another one. You have Siri made videos, pretty much. Pretty much. Is the Rose Bowl always in Pasadena? So we just take the Rose Bowl and we push it somewhere else. Start the Jets defense. Again, the season has not started yet. Is Mike Tirico player color commentary? Just look it up. Top three lose to the Vikings. What other great videos do they have on here? I don't know how just specific some of these are for no reason. How did television coverage impact the popularity of the 1958 Baltimore Colts? That is oddly specific. Oh my god. Should start Jets defense. Oh god. We did some of these yesterday. Let's see if baseball experts got anything. Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing a video on this company or whatever in like a couple of weeks. Because these videos are just... Clearly, there's no human running these. The current win-loss record of the Phillies, which is already outdated. How do Dodger-Padres games impact player performance? Yeah, Tim Brown's time with the Cleveland Browns is great. I love that one. Tim Brown's time with the Cleveland Browns. He never played for the Browns. Where does the American League play? Should we call the Yellow Rose William? Where does the American League play? Just America. Just let's just. What is the Oakland Athletics logo? First off, they're not the Oakland A's anymore. Do they even show the logo? I'm genuinely curious if they even show the logo on this.
Primary logo of the Oakland Athletics, often referred to in 1900 and to when rival manager John McGraw referred to the team began in 1900 and to
It
when
began in
rival manager
1900
John
and...
McGraw referred
Yep, that's definitely a real year. And Mitchell wants to know, is Monty available on Peacock, Hulu, HBO, Netflix, Disney+. Yeah, they don't even show the logo. They literally, what is the Oakland A's logo? They don't even show the logo. What league is the Chicago White Sox in? What events happen at Fenway Park? I'm gonna assume baseball games. How does social media play a role in the Padres-Dodgers rivalry? The economic impact of Padres-Dodgers. Can the World Series go... Who won... Wait, what? Who won Game 6? Who's on the call? I think it's Tarico and Collinsworth. You know, it's literally 100 times faster. Oh, yeah, I never changed the screen. I'm going to change the screen. Who won Game 6? What are they even talking about? What game are they even talking about? Again, we're at halftime right now. That's why we're just doing this. We're at halftime right now. Obviously, once the second half starts, I'll be back on that. Who won Game 6? I'm going to guess they're talking about the 86 World Series. Who won Game 6? No, 91. They're going back to 91. Just...
6 of the 1991 World
Series. The 1991 World Series they're talking about. Yeah, Game 6 of what, literally? Is Ohtani a good hitter? No. How to stay motivated? His Eagles Packers fixture Phillies. Oh my god. How to stay motivated. Oh my goodness. Are the Diamondbacks in the playoffs? The playoffs have not started yet. They have not started. It was Game 6 of the 91 World Series. Are they in the playoffs? They are not in the playoffs. No one's in the playoffs right now. Oh my god. What are the rivalries within the Padres-Dodgers rivalry? Same pulled a good front. Rivalries within Padres-Dodgers rivalry. Oh my god, this channel is just... God. I feel like if I... No, he left. He didn't get fired, he left. He left on his own accord. Because Feely's running for office. So, he left on his own accord. It wasn't... He got fired. He was like, I can't work and do that at the same time. Yeah, I didn't know the playoffs in August. Neither did I. Snowwile's too slow to run. Alright, we're going to get the second half started here. After that monstrosity. I'll put a poll up. Who wins? Chargers or Lions again? Chargers get the ball to start. I'm not in his district. I'm not his district. He's like on the northern side of Arizona. I'm in downtown Phoenix. Yeah, that would be awesome. If you just see honorary coin toss, that'd be incredible. That'd be such a good story. That'd be such a feel-good story. All right, here we go. Kickoff here. Field at the 3-yard line. Taken out. To the 20-25. Has a break to the 30, 35. And will get pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Nice return on the play by Hines. The Chargers start with the ball near midfield. Their team is winning today. 56%, I think the Chargers hold on for this one. And we figure Uyunglele is going to be playing a bit today. Lance, very good in that first half. All the Uyunglele passes were throwaways. He found open guys. He looked very poised, very calm in the pocket. Looked pretty sharp, all things considered. As he back out there for another drive, he is. So Lance going to stay in the game. Flag on the play. Immediately flies on the snap. Bouncing outside here is Patterson. Patterson to the 45-40. 35 cuts the field to the 30. Down to the 27-yard line. There was a flag on the play. The Yankees won the Super Bowl, yes. Why is World Series important? Yeah, I wonder why. What color socks do the White Sox use? Good question. Illegal shift. So, great run by Patterson. Not going to count. Back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Red Sox square, Red Sox. Yes. Love it. What does the Red Sox logo represent? That's literally Red Sox. I'm like, yeah, I think that pretty much describes that. Can't wait for the first Fox broadcast to see if they do use that Awful John score bug. I hope to God not. I hope to God that was a one-time thing and they will never make that mistake again. Maybe that's why it was a Black Sox scandal, because they wore black socks when the shirt wore white socks. All right. Great. I appreciate you, man. No, I did like a lot of college announcing. Lance steps up, escapes the pressure, and down to the 43-yard line. Called about a gain of 5. One of the few times he's taken off and run today. That time was when the pocket collapsed. Ezekiel Turner on the stop there for the Lions. Like, when you look at Trey Lance, one of his issues has been escaping clean pockets and trying to do some of his athleticism, which was great at the FCS level, but obviously against NFL talent, it's a lot different. So he's standing in the pocket. He's doing a much better job compared to previous years of doing that. But appreciate you, Isaac, on that one. Yeah, no, I loved announcing in college. I did a lot of games for the ESPN Family Networks. This is not my first rodeo. No, this is not. 2nd 10 play action. Lance escapes the pressure, fires, screen pass caught, but a mistake to catch that ball because immediately after Vidal caught that ball, he was brought down the 35-yard line for a loss of 8. Yeah, we do all the games on the channel. We do Sunday Night Football, Thursday night, Monday night. We do college football. We stream every day on the channel. We live stream sports every single day on this channel. So I call a lot of stuff, and we do March Madness, Olympics, baseball, basketball, you name it, we do it. So a lot of cool stuff on here. So appreciate you. Yeah, we live stream, and I don't know if the next time we're going to be live streaming, because I did say every day, but I am getting surgery tomorrow, so how does Lotion High School impact the economy of Saskatoon? 3rd and 18. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Lance takes the snap. Lions send 4. Plenty of time. Lance is going to check it down, though, at the 40-yard line to the 45, cuts upfield to the 48. But nothing there for Jarrett Patterson. After the gain of 13, they will be forced to punt this ball away. So a quick 3-and-out forced by the Lions here. Chargers had a chance to double dip potentially, and they end up getting nothing out of it. Biggest game in the actual announcer for. I've been the announcer for NCAA tournament games. I called an NCAA tournament soccer game. I called that. So I guess that High Point against James Madison in men's soccer, the NCAA tournament. I also have called a lot of High Point basketball games. I called High Point volleyball against LSU. That was incredible. Punt muffed! The punt is muffed at the 10 and recovered by the Chargers at the 5. For the 4th time today, the Lions turn it over. And the 2nd time today, they have a gap on special teams. I don't know what on earth he was trying to do there, but Jacoby Kenny James never had control of that ball. He just kind of lost it because he didn't bring it into his chest or try to bring it into his chest. He just reached out for it like that, then immediately just swatted it away. His first ever touch in the NFL, the undrafted rookie. And that's one to forget. If you're going to make the roster in the NFL and you're an undrafted rookie, 9 times out of 10 is because of your special teams play. And that's not good. So, Kenny James, the UMass receiver last year, 50 catches, 839 yards, 6 touchdowns. End zone shot incomplete by Lance, looking to find the back of the end zone. Dez Fitzpatrick, former Louisville wideout, former Titans wideout. 2nd and goal. It is new territory for Kenny James. Again, he did not field a single punt at UMass last year for the Minutemen. So not a punt returner. I think with players like that, it's very, very obvious to see that he is not a punt returner. It's still got butterfingers, yep. 2nd down, handoff up the middle. Down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2. Jarrett Patterson on the run. Lions special teams today have been atrocious. Jake Bates hit the upright on an extra point. It went in, but hit the upright. Also, a kickoff that didn't reach the 20. So you had that happen. You had the Chargers get a return to about the 40-yard line on the previous kickoff. Some bad coverage. A muff punt. A fumble kickoff. Special teams. Definitely a cause for concern right now if you are Dave Phipp, the coordinator of the team. His 5th year with Detroit, as special teams corner. Back of the end zone, shot incomplete. Boodle on the coverage. Fitzpatrick can't get there. Ran out of real estate in the back of the end zone. DiCaprio Boodle on the coverage. And yes, that is his real name. DiCaprio Boodle. I love that. I think I found my new favorite player. Boodle entering his 5th season in the NFL. First year with Detroit. Covers Fitzpatrick tightly there. And Dicker 0 for 1 today. Going to try and make it a 3-score game here. Timeouts in the Hall of Fame logo. Put the team initials for each team. Well, I'm going to do the... Between the timeouts and the team logo, we're going to do the records of each team. I don't put records in for preseason. Field goal's good. So I don't take full advantage of the muff punt, but they do make it a 3-score game. 24-7. Detroit gets it back when we get back over on NBC. Yeah, so between the logo and the timeout, we put in the record of the team. Not a thing, obviously, for the preseason, or I guess for week 1 of the regular season, but after that, we put the record in. So don't worry, we got space for that. Must be Leo DiCaprio's football relative. Yes. New baseball extra video? Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. A preseason week 1? We'll see. We will see on that. I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea. If you like what Steve Books, hit the like button, subscribe. How to Otani join MLB? Okay, at least I get that. I get that because he started off in Japan and there's a whole process. At least I get that. At least I understand that, because there was a whole process and a whole controversy with that. Because basically, if you start out playing in Japan, you have to get listed by your team. You have to get posted by your team. And then all that. Intros for week 1? Oh, of course. Preseason, we don't do intros. Preseason, we don't do. Because it's like, tonight on JG9 Live, I don't know who's playing tonight in terms of he might play a drive. He might not play a drive. I can't even get highlights of the guys. But week 1, absolutely. Regular season, we're all hands on deck. Bills Eagles going to second pick for the Super Bowl? I would say yes. I would say yes on that one. That one leaderboard? You're not that far behind. You're not that far behind. Want to know songs? So I have to get the files in for that too. And also, it would seem like a lot for a preseason game. It would seem very extra for a preseason game. True coach will come during halftime every game soon? Perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Boston Red Sox wear Red Sox. I would hope so. I would hope so. Yeah, you're not that far behind, Gamana. You're not that far behind. Formally, would someone stopping that? I don't know. I figured out some of the mechanics. Because I know one person donated and then dipped. So I think that probably counted. Like, I think I know what a certain thing counts as. Carolina on the 39.6. Territory with Barely's at 43.2. Whew, that is rough. It's been if he's not targeting Tesla or Lovett, he is struggling right now. Will Hooker play the second half? That's the question. Kick into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. And remember, touchbacks this year brought out to the 35-yard line. Remember, it used to be at the 20. Not too long ago, but in an effort to try and incentivize people to return the ball and not kick it into the end zone. No, so it resets. It's not... It resets. It's most time in front continuous. Most continuous time in front. Yeah, Chiefs will get their easy win against the Giants. Moving on. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Has he missed a cross record impact the cashiers of Walmart Chattanooga? Yep. They clear Wilkins. They can afford McLaurin. They can. When Brady enters the Hall of Fame, Patriots will definitely be a team. It should be Bucks. Yes, I'm thinking Patriots Bucks for that one. I sound like Blue Hair Laura for a split second. Oh, I did. See, well, so deadline could have been worse. Yeah, I thought they were going to get rid of Sandy. Yeah, and Allen's done. His day could have gone a lot better. Hendon Hooker, the former Tennessee quarterback. Play action here. Hooker has to avoid the sack, spins out of trouble, and he will slide down to the 37-yard line. Avoided the sack, a free rush there on the play by Nico Reed, who has made himself known today at times. 2nd and 7 at the 38. Got Mana with an 8er. Appreciate you, man. Let's go to this 140 by 3150. So let's try. Let's do it. Let's do it. Did that get you up? Did that get you up? You know, a guy at 40 points away from second. A guy at 40 points away from second. The give here to Small, down to the 41. You got 40 points away from second. So it's not... You're not as far off as you think. Appreciate you, man. You're not as far off as you think. Every borough of New York? Well, Staten Island is dead last. Staten Island is dead last. Did you vote a conference? Oh, you know what that means. Blue Jays moves today? I think they're in a very good spot. I think the Blue Jays... Did they win the deadline like other teams? No, but I think they're in a very good spot. I think they position themselves very nicely for this final stretch. Can we see Kyle Allen at a local grocery store? There you go. 3rd and 4. Manhattan's number 1. There was a penalty on the play. They didn't show it because obviously they don't show anything flag-wise in the preseason because they have to show interviews. So head off this time to small down to the 31. And now it's 3rd and about 14. Pats Texans. Well, yeah, Watts. Oh, yeah, Watts first foul. Yeah, and Patriots Texans. Yeah. That could be the one for sure. Especially because the Texans didn't get to play the Hall of Fame game last year. I mean, they did, but not a full game. Yeah, because Caleb's ahead of you with 1,000, but you're at 960. You're not too far off from second in terms of that. 3rd and 14. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Hooker, they send 4. Fires middle of the field and hits the ground. There was no one in the area. There was no one in the area. The only blue that was there was the blue from the Hall of Fame logo. So if Hooker was looking to be better than Kyle Allen, not a good start for him. And lucky that wasn't picked off. Would have been the 5th turnover of the game. Yeah, Manhattan 1, Stalin 5. I would say Queens 2. Queens 2. My God, why am I... Brooklyn 3, the Bronx 4. Punt field at the 26 takes a good bounce for Fox, and it'll be downed at the 23-yard line. Down by Lovett. It's an work. We'll see. I don't know. Say me anything though. Illegal touching on the kicking team, so another special teams gaffe. I think Lovett ran out of bounds. I might change where second means like you get $10 added to it. I might change where leader gets 30, second gets 10. You know, we're going to do that. So leader gets 30, second gets 20, third gets 10. That's what we're going to do. So top three on the leaderboard. First gets 30, second gets 20, third gets 10, and the most time in front also gets 30. Who gets cut? I'm going to say fact. They'll touch it for Watson. Jeez. Yeah, we're going to do that. So that's what we're going to do. Well, we already have 30. Just a way to make it even between overtime and... It's a way to make it even between overtime and that. 15, 10, and 5. Okay, then come on with you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It's just a way to make it even between the, like, overtime and whatnot. So it's not all coming in OT. I'll go get mine. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. And that gets come on to second. 1,060. Football's around for half the year. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hang on. Want to say first today with a 2. Appreciate you, man. Let's do that. Not sure if that's too small or not. OT was separate. No, I'm talking like in terms of like donations. In terms of donations to make it not like all the donations coming in OT, if that makes sense. Yeah, OT is separate. Yes, OT is separate. We're not doing overtime tonight. Best mullet, Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew. Appreciate you, Nate. Yeah, basically the idea is because we get a lot in OT, but like during the game, It's just a way to incentivize that, if that makes sense. So it's like an even distribution between the game and the and the post game. But today we're not doing post game because it's Thursday. So we'll see if Lance goes the whole way here. Surgery tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow at 1:30. So I don't want to make any promises on streams for future streams yet. And picked up and thrown to the ground is Hines at the 34-yard line. Gain of 5 on the run. Yeah, I get it tomorrow. On my birthday. I get it on my 28th birthday. Spending my 20th birthday in the hospital. But I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. 28 is like it's not that important of a year in terms of milestones or whatnot. Well, Jared Allen's bullet is something else. You're not wrong there. But Minshew is just his own person. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Lance, they give up the middle. Once again, it goes to Hines, and Hines will get down to the 37.5. Just about a yard shy of the 6. My brother's with him, or happy birthday, your brother. Yeah, I just want the goals. I just want the gallbladder out. I want the gallbladder out at this point. That's all it comes down to. Never have to pass gallstones again. Yeah, Yager makes a both back. Yep. 8-run innings for both. That's incredible. That's like the D-backs Cubs game earlier this year. The D-backs put up like 10 in the 8th, and the Cubs put up 6. You might call someone's first birthday tomorrow. Yep, because we started in August. We did. 20 years ago, he was born. There you go. Hand off the middle to the fullback. Dives ahead for the first down. The big man moving the sticks to the 38-yard line. Moving the gallbladder? Well, I'm not removing it. The surgeon is. If I'm removing it, that'd be a problem. But yeah, they were taking out the gallbladder. Yeah, I do football stream for every other week? Yep, that'd be incredible. We're probably waiting for Braves Reds. I'm guessing it's just a giant roller coaster. Let me check that. Let me check. 11-11 in that one. Holy cow. You know, it's funny. If it wasn't for the Hall of Fame game, we would have called that game tonight. If it wasn't for the Hall of Fame game, we would have called that game. Oh my goodness. That is a perfect parabola. 99.9% in favor of the Braves in the top of the 8th. And now it's 61.3% in favor of the Reds. Fantastic. Handoff here to the side. It's Hassan Haskins. Haskins breaks a tackle and cuts upfield to the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 8. Well, yeah, bots, sometimes it's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to happen. Man, that's impressive. 99.9% win probability. You don't even have the lead going to the 9th. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 46. As Haskins just got his first carry of the game. Haskins, the former 4th-round pick by the Titans a few years ago, didn't work out in Tennessee. Played a bit last year, scored twice. As Lance rolls out and fires to the aforementioned Haskins down to the 46. So from the 46 to the 46. Guess you're the more probably on screen. Yeah, I'll show it at the break. I'll show it at the commercial break. 1st and 10. You missed the best game here. Yep. I mean, football comes first. Football comes first. But I would have done this game because it would have been starts at 3:40 my time, ends at 6:40 about, and do OT until like 8:20. But obviously, football takes priority. First down, the 46, one on the top of the screen. Motioning down to the top of the screen as well is the tight end, Tucker Fisk. Hand up the middle, down to the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 about. Haskins on the give there. Chargers have been in control of this game from basically day one. The first minute they've been in control. And only 40 more seconds before Nate Dogg takes most time in front as well. Only 40 more seconds. Handoff here. Up the middle, looking for some space. Nothing there. Vidal gets stuffed in Kennelly. The undrafted safety out of Grand Valley State on the stop. Brings up 3rd and 3. We win Super Bowl. I mean, it's all backups, but I mean, this has been a good game so far. It's been a good game so far for you guys. Yeah, Chargers will control, literally on the kickoff. Literally in control on the kickoff. Trey Lance can be 2 for sure. He looks good right now. He looks very good. The give to the side, it's Vidal, and this time he's got the first. Brought down the 21-yard line. Mitchell Aguade on the stop. A gain of about 18 yards. And a first down here. Yep, most 7 in front. Nate Dogg in front. Look, going for Grand Valley, nice. What's it do to you? They might in the 4th. They might play it in the 4th. And obviously, it's the same time for both, so. The Eric Audrey meme of him assuming let me in. Yep, that had to be every red square left over the top of the 8th. Yep. I would have left too. It depends. Depends on the situation. Lance, middle of the field. That ball is caught on the angle route. First down at the 11-yard line. First grab of the game for Jalen Johnson. Johnson, the second-year man out of ECU. No catches last season. Heineken's 7 shot. I know that, again, usually if you're not playing the Hall of Fame game, it means that your spot is pretty secure. So it's way too early to tell. Again, Hall of Fame game is you play none of your starters. You barely play your backups. No, I don't think it's going to get canceled. It seems fine. It seems fine in terms of the weather. First down, play action. Lance scrambles out, trying to beat to the corner. Beat his man, and we'll get a nice game there. Trying to beat Ukwu on that one. And that's where Lance can use his legs and be fine. It's when he uses it for no reason and escapes clean pockets, but that's the kind of stuff right there that you have Lance for. Check whether Tron won't win. Perfect. Perfect. And Heineke's got a helmet on. Heineke dressed today. Heineke did dress. Yeah, last year when it ended after the 3rd quarter. Yep, I remember that. That was a weird one, because that was on my birthday, too. End zone shot, play action, and trying to make a one-handed grab, incomplete. Boodle on the coverage. Jaquay Jackson, the intended target. Brings up 3rd and 7. Boodle's having a nice game so far. Herbert's Rose on the Jaguars? No, Khalil Herbert's on the Jaguars. Herbert's on the Colts. I forget who his brother is. My birthday? Yes, tomorrow was my birthday. But Boodle, 2 nice plays in the end zone. Tight coverage, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Lance looking, he's got the match we wanted. 1-on-1 with the big man. Out of bounds. No, caught! He got the feet in! Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the matchup. Jalen Rieger, or excuse me, number 36, I should say. 38, Delvion Campbell. There's no way. Yeah, what are the refs smoking? What were the refs smoking? I was like, there's no way. Yeah, some way to celebrate my birthday. I was like, there's no way Campbell caught that ball. He got 0 feet in. Even if he did, he was bobbling it. Tyson Russell, the undrafted rookie on the coverage. There is no chance that's a grab. I'm not even going to put it as a touchdown. There is no chance. Even under the forced out rules, I don't know if that's a touchdown from 25 years ago. No chance on that one. And Dicker on for a 27-yard field goal. They were as close as that. Yeah. I was like, am I losing my marbles when I was like, that's... Well, they had the matchup, though. I will say they had the matchup. They had 1-on-1. You had a feeling it was going to be to that side. 1-on-1 with the tall wideout like Campbell, 6'4", kick is good. That was the play they wanted. Yeah, what was the ref on? I don't know, because that was clearly not a touchdown. But the field goal is good, 27-7 the score. Refs rigged the game. Back-to-back field goals by Dicker, and the Chargers in complete control of this one. Another time football is back when the refs are making bad calls. Yep, they're drinking Heineken right now. God. It's the right play. I mean, in a spot like that, you've got 1-on-1 coverage with a 6'4" wideout with no safety help. You throw it up there and hope for the best, but yeah, not even close. Got a second, third string refs out there. Yep. I want to rig the Hall of Fame game because you're a degenerate. You were a degenerate at that point if you want to rig the Hall of Fame game. Oh, man. That was quite the call. Just as money on the over. Yeah. Well, the over's already hit. The over was like 32, so it was going to hit either way. Would have been quite the grab if Campbell came down with it. Would have been quite the grab, but obviously no touchdown. Oh, anyone been on preseason? Because you are, people just have that itch. People just have that itch. Line's going to line, yep. I was going to say, I was losing my mind at that touchdown. I was like, no way. Realized it was similar to the Cowboys Steelers making the team called Refs Making the Team. There was a documentary, like a 15-minute video about the day in the life of a CFL ref. That was pretty cool. Are the Sacramento Kings the kings of the NBA? I mean, they are technically, but also no. So also I'll take the under. Yeah, I mean, preseason usually it's a safe bet. Bet on the demo games? Yeah, that's insane. Hurrah for the return of the NFL. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Football is back, and we are thriving. It feels so good to... Thank God, bet Jarvis plus 1/2. It feels so good to have the cases behind me again. It feels so good to have the setup like this. Kickoff field at the goal line, taken to the 20. Spinning down the 21-yard line on the return. It's Kenny James with that muff punt earlier. Hooker back out there for his second drive of the day. Lions have 3 quarterbacks. Allen played the first half. Goff obviously not playing. So Hooker will finish this game. Will Trey Lance finish the game? Or will cgiulianihpu get any chances? That remains to be seen. Thermostat acting wonky? Ooh, yeah, you probably get that fixed. So that's a problem, if it is. First down, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, all bunched up. It says 81, but it's not 81. Oh, it's apparently the alternative. Hooker under center. Gonna give it up the middle, down to the 24-yard line. Keeping the palm moving to the 25. Nice effort there. He's up 2nd and 6. Eli Roth from the Hall of Fame? Nah, not on the first ballot. Not on the first ballot. I don't know about Rob. Now, I will say the Hall of Fame class is very small this year, and that's a problem. But even if it wasn't super small, he would still not get in. He was one of the first cuts in the final 15. I think it was Kuechly and Vinatieri who would have gotten in. 2nd and 6. Checks it down. That ball is caught. Spin move for the first down. Love it. Down to the 31. Right now, I like it for his... Yep. Yeah, it's better than sweating out in the desert. The Marlins deadline, I was surprised they didn't trade Sandy. Well, his vacuum only go up as it's 0. Well, I don't know. The last 3 starts have been good for him. The last 3 starts have been more than fine. I think what was odd about this deadline is that the starting pitching, it just took too long for the starting pitching to get going. Like, Merrill Kelly was the domino that fell, and that was like 45 minutes before the deadline ended. They give up the middle here to the 35, spins ahead to the 38-yard line. It's Small. Jabari Small once again. Called a gain of 7, or about 6. 2nd and 8. Or excuse me, to the 38-yard line, 2nd and 4. 6-7 New York, yeah, but a lot of rain, from what I know. Yeah, Luke should have got it. Kuechly needs to get in. But yeah, the Hall of Fame, I hate that they changed the rules from 15 to 10, 10 to 7, and then 7 you vote, and you need 80% of the vote, because people are just going to knock each other out. It should just be like what it was for. 15 to 10, 10 to 5, and 5, yes or no. Because this class was just way too small. Small, once again, speaking of small, he'll churn the legs, keep it going for a first down at the 44-yard line. Back runs at 6. And more transport. Ooh, that would be interesting for a college football dynasty. How come O-linemen can play 20-plus year careers? Yeah, that's a good question. How they can handle that wear and tear on the body? Yeah. The man cheating on his wife with ChatGPT, I did see that. That is sad. That is really stupid and really sad. Trey Lance Renaissance? Maybe. I doubt it, but he looked all right today. He made the right reads, made the right throws. He looked composed. First down, the 44. Handoff once again to Small, and he'll lower the shoulder down to the 46. That should take us to the end of the quarter. I should also note one name that we have not called today, but is on the Lions, as we do have an injury here, so hang on a second. Hold that thought. Kenny Yeboah, the injured tight end on the play. So hold that thought. But What I was going to say is Jacob Sailors. If you remember him from the St. Louis Battlehawks, a phenomenal running back in the UFL, he is on the Lions. He is number 48. We haven't heard his name called today, but we will see. And now we go to the fourth quarter. Live it's 83. Yeah, where I live, it's like 110 right now. American Rejects more popular now than they were in the... No. I don't know if they could get a hit nowadays. But I think they're more popular as a touring act, if that makes sense, than they were back then. I think more popular as a touring act. But in terms of popularity, in terms of like, they're not getting a hit single anytime soon. 500 AI draft views across America? Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Mike Brown classic Nick move. Yep, as in boneheaded. Yep. They clearly had no plan. Because if Brown was the guy, they should have just hired him right after firing Tibbs. Because Brown was available this whole time. It shouldn't have taken a month to hire a guy that was on the market. It was like how the Jaguars botched the Doug Pearson hiring. It's like, it was on the market the entire time. If he was your guy, you could have hired him right away. Most boring offseason ever between Rodgers, Stragan, I was signed with the Steelers, everything else. Yeah, not what happened this offseason. This offseason was kind of, This offseason was kind of dull. I'll say it was kind of dull. Late night TV can be gone from broadcast before 2030? No, I'd be very surprised. Tonight's show's an institution. I can't see that happen. I can't see Fallon going off. At least one of them will be around. And late night is, like, obviously, like, I'm assuming broadcast TV, because obviously Daily Show will still be around, because Comedy Central needs something. Last Week Tonight will be around. I might not be able to do every night anymore. Might be 3 nights a week. I could definitely see a scenario where you don't do Friday shows. And that's what Johnny Carson did at the very end. He didn't do Fridays. I could definitely see a situation where you're only doing 4 shows a week, or maybe 7 shows in a 2-week stretch. But it's still going to be on. Yeah, Bridges got $150 million for 4 years. He plays good defense, but man, when he is cold, he is cold. Yeah, that's what Carson do. Yep. Yes, he was winding down. When he is cold, he is cold. I'll put it that way. 2nd and 8, ball at the 46. And here comes Brent Musburger. Oh, here we go. Oh, Brent Musburger joined the broadcast. And the host will be hosting late night shows by 2030. Kimmel, I think, is retired. I think Fallon will be. Well, late night was cool as a kid because it's like you had to stay up and watch late night. Like if you have like an off day, you could like there's no school the next day, or you're thinking you stay up and watch late night. It's like, oh, he'll be off the air soon. He's gonna retire soon, I think. Travis Hunter hangs at the Jaguars. I love Hunter. He looks great so far in camp, and I'm excited to see what we do with him. He's turning heads as a receiver, as a defensive back. I'm excited to see what the Jags do with him. At least I'm serious. The Rangers, yeah. Oof. I love Travis Hunter. I lost my mind when we drafted him. When we drafted Travis Hunter, I lost my mind. I was there, and when we made that trade up, I was like a kid in a candy store. Pass here, caught in midfield, gain a 4 on the play. Jackson Meeks on the grab. Meeks, the undrafted rookie out of Syracuse, the Georgia transfer. 3rd and 4. It's not what it used to be. Who's going to the Hall of Fame? Jared Allen is going in. Sterling Sharp is going in. Antonio Gates is going in. Those are the 3 modern guys. Did I say Eric Allen? Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp as a modern guy, and Antonio Gates. Those are the 4. 3rd and 3. Deep shot here, and tight coverage, incomplete. Looking for Keeney James, and broken up on the play by Eric Rodgers, the undrafted rookie. So, probably going to force a punting situation. So it's incredible. He's 86. God. I can only wish to have a voice as iconic as his. Want to see Brett make a call in this game? That'd be fun. A late night host would be better off on YouTube or podcasting. We saw that with Lily Singh. She did YouTube, then she went to late night, and it did not work out. 2026, well, I don't know how many guys get in. Because the system this year is just out of whack. They're going for it. Well, Fitz will get in. Yeah, it's amazing what smoking does to your voice, and what not smoking also does to your voice. But timeout is they're not able to get the snap off in time, so appreciate you, Red Rhino. Cars versus Pat McAfee like character. Where we put Pat McAfee's car name? Ooh. Ooh, Pat McAfee's car name? Ooh. Pistol Pat. Marcus Ware, he wasn't that good. He's not that good of a singer. But he gave it a shot. He gave it his best shot. Look at live, baby. They're going to go for it. Their line's called timeout. Yeah, Breeze will get in. Larry gets in. They'll get in first ballot. Kuechly, Vinatieri. That's my guess. That's my guess. And then senior committee could be anyone. My guess for senior committee is that they're going to put Jim Marshall in. Way too late because obviously he's dead now. But my guess is Jim Marshall. It's going to be a 5-person class. Jim Marshall, Vinatieri, Kuechly, Fitzgerald, and Breeze. 4th and 3. They're going for it. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Hooker, scrambling, directing traffic, going to try and run for the first, and he will not come close. Blown up on the play and then thrown down after the spin move by the big man, Christopher Hinnon. It's been that kind of day for the Lions offense, and the Chargers will take over when we get back. Oh yeah, basically you had to smoke back then. Basically, it was like you need deep voice, so you got to smoke, which sucks, obviously. Yeah, Ramsey goes for Donald Kelsey. As long as I'm not playing, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Mahomes is the worst voice of any NFL player for broadcasting. That'd be pretty bad. Yeah, Mahomes' voice does not lend itself well for broadcasting. You know, Musburger, for the most part, always has been good. Dave Grayson, as much as I would love that, I don't think he's getting in. Grayson should be in, but I don't think he's going to get the nod. I think next year for senior committee, I think it's probably going to be... If I had to guess, I probably would guess Jim Marshall. Favorite preseason score bug. The Jets one's good, but that's basically CBS. The Jets one's really good. Basically the old CBS bug. Yeah, Bill Collins looked like a chimney. Yep, you're not wrong there. 5 series straight. It could be, you know? Don't count out the fish. They didn't get rid of any big players, and I see they're winning games despite being dead last in the payroll. Hulk gets screwed out of attention because he died to Santorazzi? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. CBS bring back its old 70s Musburger era NFL Stadium theme for nostalgia reasons? No. No, because I think more people love this theme. I will say, I think the NFL theme right now is incredible. Hall of Fame cornerback Eric Allen's only picked 6 in the playoffs. Ooh. Gonna guess the Bears on that one, but I... No. No, there was a pick 6 against the Saints. I'm gonna go Saints. I'm gonna go Saints on that one. I'm gonna go Saints. I will say his best play, the Jets game. That pick 6 against the Jets is Madden Summerall. We're talking about the sunset. And he did the pick 6. I mean, holy cow, that was great. Haircut is a habitual smoker, which causes death early. Yep. Absolutely. Happy birthday, Marv. Leave it on Sunday when he turns 100 if I'm streaming on Sunday. I have no idea. It depends on, it depends on how I recover from the surgery. Hopefully I'm streaming tomorrow. MVP prediction. I am going to say... I think the Bills get the 1 seed, so I'm going to go Josh Allen again. Go back-to-back years for Josh Allen. NFL on CBS team from the 2000s, still the greatest sports team of all time. I love it. That's still a thing today. The boom, ba-da boom, 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 ba-da boom, 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 boom. I love that theme so much. That theme is iconic. And I think we have a quarterback change. We do. Trey Lance has done it for 3 quarters. The handoff here to Patterson. Flag flies on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Hurts could do it, yeah. But DJ Uiagalelei. Face mask on the offense, on the tackle. One hour in the lead. Yep, there you go. First and 25. Yeah, the new one's great. Yeah. Yeah, the old one's really good, but the new one is just, oof. But DJ Uyunglele. A lot of people had high hopes for him. 2020, plays for Clemson, comes in when Trevor is out due to COVID. Doesn't win against Notre Dame, but plays his butt off. 5-star recruit. People are like, this guy is a future #1 pick. Looks great, and it was all downhill from there. Didn't do a great job at Clemson. Transferred to Oregon State, then played last year at Florida State. We don't need to talk about that because that was atrocious. I mean, I'll talk about it because I don't like FSU, but if you want me to give here. Call it a gain of 1. The FSU legend is in. Oh, your TV sets. You don't have to adjust your TV sets. DJ Uyunglele is in. Eagles, Ravens, Super Bowl. I like the pick. I could see it. I have Bills, Rams, but Eagles, Ravens is not a bad pick. The go of announcers. Brett, is he the go of announcers? Nobody's up there. He's up there. Paramount Plus lost 1.3 million subs. Yeah, I think when a lot of the shows are in limbo because you don't know. I get it. Crow route, that ball is caught, so Uyunglele's first completion down to the 46-yard line. It is Campbell, who couldn't make the grab in the end zone earlier, but makes that one, makes it third and about 12. Kyle Allen's picks today, he looked terrible. Kyle Allen looked terrible. Nowhere close to the target. He was also great in the studio. Yes, he was. Michael was here earlier. Yeah, we all thought he disappeared after the season, but he is back. He is back. DJU, after a 4-touchdown, 6-pick season last year with FSU, where he got benched. The go of announcers, probably Vince Scully. 3rd 11. Comeback route and out of bounds. Not even close. Looking for Campbell, and he'll be forced to punt. And I'm glad Vermeil got a hand, too. I got a very cool story on Vermeil before them saving for a little bit, but Vermeil's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. He gave a great speech, too. His character on Carsway, so Brett Musburger, did not know that. Yeah, no, he's here. He's here. Kyle Allen's still better than Josh Allen. Oh, man. Maybe in, like, a different sport. Maybe in, like, drone racing or something. 4th and 12. So, a quick 3 and out here. Again, Hooker and Uyunglele. Dan Fouts is now Santa Claus. Yes. His beard is something else. The punt here by Scott, and it will take a bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll call it a net of just 34 yards. Detroit takes over the 20. They are not related. No, they're not related. Again, every donation counts as triple toward you make the call. He cried during his speech? He did not. It's amazing. He actually did not cry during his speech. But he thanked, like, so many different people. He thanked so many different people. And $50 by any one person is, see, I will do any song you want me to. A trivia question? Oh, you know about you doing it at halftime? Yes. And the Saints? Yes. Love it. Love it. Hey, the interviews with Hall of Fame inductees during the game? I'm with you. No, I'm 100% with you on that one. That's not unpopular. Because it takes away from the game. Because the problem is that they show the interviews and they don't show, like, there's a flag on the field or replays. So it really, really stinks. Same here, Sports Dog. Same here. Yep, not actually related. Nope. Common last name. You know who pulling for Colts? Nope, not yet. But again, every donation's triple. So every donation counts as triple. So if someone does donate 50, not only do you get a song, but Colts Ravens takes the lead. So just keep that in mind. So just keep that in mind. Every donation during the game counts as triple. $1 would count as 3, yeah. $1 would count as 3. Next room with the helmet on. I don't have a helmet that I can wear. I don't have a helmet that I can wear. Electronic line judges, I just hope it doesn't take too long, but better than the alternative of having it measured with hoping that referees in their 60s can run a straight line. They've been trying to push this Hall of Fame Development Center for years. This development project, it's been a disaster. Is that what they're trying to promote right now? They're trying to promote like all the expansion that's going to happen around the stadium and the Hall of Fame Village? Because they've been talking about that for a while, and it has gone nowhere. It has gone nowhere. The Bengals back and said that police can be indistinguishable from their starters. You know, maybe. First down here, handoff down to the 25. Ball comes out at the end. But Small, despite losing the ball, dodge a bullet is Tristan Colon. Recovers, 2nd and 5. Add Dome to the stadium? Nah. That'll cost way too much money. Yeah, Hooker's still in his lying back. Yeah, he's going to finish the game. Because you only have 3 quarterbacks. So Allen played the first half, Hooker played the second. You're not playing golf. High snap at the give here. It goes to Sailors. So Jacob Sailors checking in for the first time. And if that name sounds familiar, if you're a UFL fan, it should. Jacob Sailors, the running back with the St. Louis Battlehawks. At one time, people thought he could be an offensive player of the year. Of course, going to still just get, yeah. What's Hooker make plays? We'll see. Herman said now you got third-string offensive linemen, and it's going to take a while to develop plays. Like, there's a reason you don't see a lot of big plays in preseason, because the offensive line plays are just that bad. Why teams who play in the Hall of Fame have 4 preseason games instead of 3? So they can get the revenue for home games. Hooker, plenty of time. Now going to scramble out. Going to take off and run past the line of scrimmage, and he'll go out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Pushed out of bounds on the play by Amani Johnson. Brings up 2nd and 6. Go some plus plays? Maybe. The Hall of Fame Village has been like in limbo for a while now. Yeah, 2 is not. Yeah, no. 2nd and 6. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Well, that's the whole point with the stadium. The whole point is it's literally next door. They built it specifically for that reason. 3rd and 5. It's not like they just happened to put the Hall of Fame there. It's literally... It's the backdrop. It's pretty much the backdrop for it. But it is weird. I will say, if you ever get a chance to go to the Hall of Fame game, go, because it is a weird experience. It's basically an NFL game in someone's backyard. It feels very weird. You're looking around and you see all this greenery and one it's like, wait, I'm watching an NFL game? Pump fake, Hooker sacked. Goes down, the pocket collapses. It's a loss of 2, and they'll be forced to punt. Sacked on the play by Tara Edwards. Number 94, the Illinois defensive lineman, had 2.5 sacks last year for the Illini. Brings up 4th and 7. How's it going, Zan? I appreciate you tuning in. Have I gone to Jags training camp? I'm not. I don't live in Jacksonville. I don't live in Jacksonville, never have. So I've never got a chance to see the Jaguars training camp. Hall of Fame would be fabulous. No, we're not doing that. Oh, God. God, not Freddy football. Not Freddy football. 4th and 8. I thought I'd be here excited to see Chris Collins, but here I am. Here's a guy who you're excited to hear because it means it's the start of the season. Punt out of bounds, right around the 25-yard line. Well, 2 is number 1. We all know that. And the referee is still moving. Keep it going to about the 28 on the punt by Fox. So that's where Uyunglele will take over with 9 minutes to go. Who could be the future if he's good enough? Yeah, but you don't know if you don't experiment with him. You know, the thing is that it's just when you have when you have Hooker out there, it's 3rd string offensive lineman, which means you're not having a lot of time to throw. That's really what it comes down to. It's more about, if they want to take a shot, they could. It's more of just you're not going to have enough time because your O-line's not going to be able to stay in there. The toss play here Goes to Hines, and Hines down to the 35-yard line, forced out of bounds after a gain of 7. The fabulous off. I love what they were thinking with that. It was literally just, it was a 30-minute pregame show for the Super Bowl. We're just going to do a 10-minute song number. Most obscure hall I visited? None. I visited NFL and MLB, and that's it, so. Have the Colts and Irish for coverage this year? Colts for my wife and Irish for me, but I know at least 2 weeks I'll be operating with 3 monitors. Oh, let's go. That's a game changer. Once you upgrade monitors and do multiple games at the same time, you never go back. You never go back. Hand up the middle. Nice patient running here to the 45, down to the 46-yard line. Asan Haskins, gain of 11. Save else tonight? Ooh, let's go. Let's go. But flag on the play. Offside on the defense. So obviously that'll get declined. You know, Super Bowl cartoon? Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Any chance my bracket for the deadline? I like the Padres a lot more than I did yesterday. I like the Padres a lot more than I did yesterday. I'll put it that way. Yeah, Rossi moved Wisconsin Colonel, which was awesome. I'm happy for him. So happy for him. I love it out here in Arizona. I love it out here. I can't see myself moving anytime soon. I think that's where I'm going to stay forever. First down. One at the top. 3-step drop. Uiagalelei slam pass. Rifled in. Nice throw by Uiagalelei down to the 40-yard line. On the grab there is Brendan Rice. Called again a 14 at first down. Now, Grossi hasn't moved just yet. He bought the house like a year ago. Like more than a year ago. They're finally packing and moving right now. Closer home Niners on the road. Somebody did play for both games. Oh, that's great. That is great. I did 2 at once when I do Olympics. I did 8 at once, which was insane. Padres could win the West with the moves they made. They could potentially. How do you want to take the Padres right now? Ooh, potentially divisional series. Spin move to get out. Triple Haskins trucks the guy and bowls his way down to the 32-yard line. Pinball Hall of Fame. Oh, that might be fun. Get to play some of those weird pinball games. Yeah, finally. I'm just glad for Grossi is going to be closer to Green Bay now. Yeah, the new stream room could be insane. He has way more space in this one. He can do some cool stuff with that stream room, too. He can do some really cool stuff. 2nd and 2. Yeah, Roger Craig should be in. You're not wrong on that one, Stomans. Roger Craig should be in. It's a crying shame that he's not. He changed the game. I mean, he was an instrumental part of that dynasty. Handoff here, loss of 1. Look like Anthony Pittman on the stop as Haskins will come out for this play. 3rd and 3. What a Felix Bobblehead today. Nice. Absolute legend. If I move to Alaska to put the Super Bowl there and play every NFL game like they did in USFL Week 1 Birmingham. No, because the sun, I couldn't deal with the lack of sunlight. The Vegas odds moved after the deadline. Ooh. Both are neither versus Stros and Wildcard right now after the deadline. Rangers, no. Mariners, I think I would. 3rd and 3. Deep shot here. Going for it all. Pass interference. Boodle bottles that one as looking for Jalen Johnson, and Boodle got tangled up, did not turn around and move it to the 4-yard line. In Nebraska, yeah, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong on that one. This year's Ohio State beat the offensive defense Lions have on the field right now. Yes. Because this Lions team will have probably no NFL players. Right now on the field, you might have 1 player in the NFL. Ohio State would have multiple. Like, this right now is basically a glorified, like a good UFL team. Here, Rozier, Sue, yeah. Well, that's different. They didn't let him have TV coverage. That's different. Then I would move, but I would not like that. Yeah, Tigers. I was disappointed what they did at the deadline. Hand up at the middle, like your big move is Charlie Morton. Like, ugh. You know, Tigers. I'm not crazy about the Tigers right now anymore. I still think being schoolball twice in a series. Like, at the end of the day, you can't overthink that. But what jersey I saw the other day, no one believe his name is on it. Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to guess Kajana Carter. 2nd and goal, 5.5 to go. Yeah, we're not doing overtime tonight. Yo, is everything Roger Craig? Yep. You're right on that one. Lions at 22 stars in the NFL. Ohio State. No. We're talking. No, the question was the Lions team on the field right now. We're talking the Lions team on the field right now. Not obviously the actual Detroit Lions. Hand up in the middle. Stuffed at the line. I don't think he got in. Jared Patterson, 3rd and goal. Right, obviously we're not talking like Ohio State versus the team with Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams and Gibbs. We're not talking that. We're talking right now. The Lions right now. Like the 4th string Lions that will not be starting, will not make a roster. Surgery tomorrow at 1:30. Jays over Yankees, Red Sox? Yes, I would. Yes. Definitely over the Red Sox right now. Chris Wakey, wow, okay. Was in the right ballpark. Just going to play for him, rolling with them in the East. Yeah, I think they will, though. 3rd and goal, handoff here, stuffed immediately. Thrown down by a slew of Lions, including what looked to be Ennis Rakes. No? I saw 57. I thought I saw a 9 in there. I could be dead wrong. Nate Lynn on the stop. Jason Marisales, yes, right now? Yeah. 4th and goal. People watch the Hall of Fame because it's the first football game? Yeah, absolutely. The quality's not good. Because none of the starters play unless you're crazy. Like Josh Jacobs played for the Raiders in that game against the Jaguars. I'm like, what are you doing? Nebraska football senior days. You're not wrong there. 4th and goal, line to go for it. Uyunglele with a man in motion. The give to the side and in the end zone for the touchdown. Vidal. KV with the TD. They send Rice in motion, and Vidal puts the dagger on this one. 33-7 with 3:42 to go. Over the bot comes in now. It's like, okay. Go for it. Why not? Why not? Let's double check. Make sure the ball crossed the line before the knee went down. It looked like it did. No issues there. It's Kennelly and Pittman trying to make the stop, but Vidal just outmuscle him. Demonstration for preseason? No, I've never done that. Nor would I ever unless you do something stupid. It's got to be something outrageously stupid that costs you in a real game. Pirates are Mets now after you had the other way yesterday? Yes. Yes. X points good 34-7. Other preseason games? Yes. I'm streaming next Thursday. I'm doing either Colts, Ravens, or Bengals, Eagles, whichever game wins, in donations. We are also doing another game on Friday, next Friday. I'll show you the schedule for preseason. I'll show you the schedule. Yeah, the dumb decision. If I ever did a dumb decision for preseason, it would literally be something like, let's say for some crazy reason, Dan Campbell is like, you know what? This is embarrassing right now. We are losing. We're not playing well. Jared Goff, you're going out there. Yeah, Jared Goff, you're going out there right now. That would be a dumb decision. It's got to be something that impacts the regular season. Pirates over Dodgers? Right now, I'd say yes. Right now, I'd say yes. ACL most recent game, I do a dumb decision on that. Depends on the player. Depends on the player. Depends on the situation. Quarterback playing one drive? No. If Trevor Lawrence is playing in the midway through the third quarter and tears his ACL? Yes. So this is the preseason schedule. So the next game is next Thursday. We're doing one of these 2 games over here. We're doing one of these 3 games on Friday. Saturday, we'll do Giants, Bills, and Steelers, Jaguars. Sunday, we got a doubleheader. Dolphins, Bears, Saints, Chargers. I'm gone in Disney for a week after that. You know, I'm not changing anything on that side of the bracket. I do the NFL package, so I can do every single game. We're doing one of these 4 games on Friday when I get back from Disney, and then we close with Jaguars, Dolphins August 23rd. Earlier in the day, we do Kansas State, Iowa State for college football. So keep that in mind. So Dodgers, yeah, but the Padres have a whole new lineup now. Like Mark Sanchez. Yeah, that's the prime example. 222-0 Eagles, Bengals from by default. We'll see. We will see. And appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. On this final stream before I turn officially 28 years old. Cubs or Padres? Yeah, I got the Cubs or Padres. Mahomes' 4th quarter last preseason game towards ACL or Achilles? Yeah, that'd be a dumb decision. Yeah. Buy Red Sun this week? It's a fun channel. Going to Disney Home Geo skill. Yeah, that's the reason I'm going. Yeah, it's secretly it's a ploy. Live stream Lee Corso final college game day. Problem is that I, as much as I would love to do that, problem is that I can't really react to that because I need the audio for it. Sunday Ticket and Red Zone. So Red Zone is the package. Yeah, that's a good question. So Sunday Ticket is the package that lets you watch every single game. You want to watch your team play out of market as a kickoff returns at 35? That's how you do it. Red Zone is a channel. Red Zone is one particular channel. Now, you don't get any of the games with Red Zone. But what you do get is you get a channel where Scott Hansen takes you around the league and shows you live action from inside the 20-yard line. Like whatever the best game is on right now. So that's what it is. If you want to watch your team play Sunday Ticket, if you only have one TV, you don't really care which team you're seeing, you just want to watch good football, Red Zone is what you want. That's the difference. First down, handoff here is, I think the Lions are just going to, we're at the point of the game where we're just going to try and run with the clock. I just hope for no injuries. We saw earlier today, Yeboah go down. But other than that, nothing. So injury gods have shined down on us this day in Cannon. Had Sunday Ticket when I was 10, but I had in 21. Oh, yeah. 7 hours commercial people starts right now. Let's go, baby. Yeah, biggest change in Mariners and Padres right now, at least. Yeah. Right now is. Someone could score 100 points in precinct game. Yes, they could. 100%. They wanted to. If they were crazy enough to do it, yes. Second down, one at the top, one at the bottom. Hooker under center. Play action. Hooker going to try and take off and run, and there was a miscommunication there. Big time miscommunication there as he thought he had his guy in the flat, potentially, and Zach Horton, the rookie tight end. Problem is that then Horton came back for the ball. When Horton came back for Hooker, what happened on that was he brought the defender along with him, which meant that Hooker took a shot and lost a yard on a sack. 3rd and 8. Pick where McLaurin gets traded to if a trade does materialize. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, Ravens. We'll go Ravens. Point their QB Sink. Yeah, Tiki Bar was bad at his job. I'm glad he's no longer there. Hooker dumps it off over the middle. That ball is caught but jacked up at the 41-yard line. Nice open field tackle on the play by R.J. Mickens, the rookie safety. The 6th-round pick out of Clemson. That'll take us to a 2-minute warning. Touch push, overpowered. The Jaguars actually stopped it. It was odd. Yeah, DirecTV had their own red zone channel with Siciliano. It was, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. How's it going, Banjo? I don't know if this is a hot take or not. You know, turning 28. This is the 30-year streaming game. Falcons with a 23 lead. There you go. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. But remember seeing the Ravens line 6-6 field goal? Yeah, Tucker is just in his prime. As a kicker, he was so good. When I had to tell the whole seven, like, do the Ravens to 6-6 field goal. Yeah. I couldn't believe when I saw them. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Of course it was the Lions. The weakest NFL broadcast team. Ugh. The weakest team? I might go with McCarthy. Although now it was McCarthy, Tucker, Feely. Now Feely's gone, so just McCarthy, Tucker. So maybe that's not the weakest anymore. I don't know who the weakest one would be right now. Yeah, game is going by fast. Yeah, this is going to be a sub 3-hour game. The weakest broadcasting team. Whatever Fox's weakest will be. Whichever one that will be. Against Beth Mowens. Well, she's an alternate. Beth Mowens is an alternate. The Lions have reactions, yeah. Skinny tall guy do QB 6 if he's not good at football. It's a roster spot that you got to take up, and they're very limited. And holding on to the ball is easier said than done. Do overtime? Nah, I can't do overtime tonight. Can't do OT tonight. Thursdays are out. The answer in a week. I will say they're regressing a little bit. There's no weakest team wearing good times. Yeah, CBS, there's no weakest team. Yeah, Fox is a different issue. Again, $50 for by any one person. I'll do any song you want on this list, so just keep that in mind. You have not missed that good of a game. But yeah, Siciliano's red zone was better than Hansen. Siciliano's red zone better than Hampton. Better than that. Yeah, plenty of bad ones in future on the channel. Yeah, Kenny Albert's really good. Yeah, but Vilma is Vilma, and Vilma will rot your brain. Don't want to switch games to a sub 3 hours? Yeah, but not usually 2.5. This game started at 8:10, so this will be like a 2:40 game. Hang on. Logan Surgery, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I am looking forward to it. It'll be a weird way to spend my 20th birthday, but I am looking forward to it. Just, I need the skull bladder out. Mountain West statement. What did they put? I didn't see the statement. Departing schools, legal efforts, inconsistent and unjust. Ugh. Try to enforce. Deep shot here by Hooker on 4th and 2, and that ball is intercepted. Took a shot on 4th down, picked off at the 30, to the 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, and brought down to the 35-yard line. 5th turnover today. And Hooker throws a pick. Threw it up for grabs. Wait, so they try to force the... They try to force the fee on other schools but don't want to pay it themselves? Yeah, I get that statement then. And that was more of a just throw it up for grabs and see what happens. I've not been impressed with Hooker today. Although I can't really blame Hooker on that one. As Lovett just had it in his hands and he got it ripped away. Lovett's had a shaky game. Lovett has had a shaky game today with ball security. Said 2 of those where they were in his hands and he couldn't do his job and picked off on the play by Miles Purchase. Purchasing the football on that one. The undrafted rookie from Iowa State. They'll take some kneel downs and yeah. I will say this much. Obviously, preseason Hall of Fame game. The result does not matter. But I will say this. Based on what I saw today. If Goff goes down, they are in trouble. There are very few teams in football, and we knew this going in, but this just confirmed it. There are very few teams in football with worse backup quarterback situations than the Detroit Lions. Yeah, Tesla was good today. Yeah, I like Tesla today. I liked him today. Yeah, Mountain West statement. Yeah, pretty sure who Pac-12 announced the second phase of TV deal. Ooh. I'm going to guess. Maybe a CW. Just going to go CW. Veteran will be a surprise cut this year. I can see Darnell Savage. For the Jaguars potentially being gone. Just taking a knee at this point. Yeah, John Tesh did do the NFL live theme. I love Tesh. I mean, Rumble Rock is such a good song. Tesh is just incredible. Yeah, but if Goff gets hurt, they are in some serious trouble. All right. 3 kneel downs. That's your ball game. Chargers take it 34-7. Last call for anything before we sign off. Something Hooker's too? I don't know. I've not been impressed with Hooker with anything. Nate Dogg led. I'll spend the most time in front. Oh, yeah, I remember that back in the 90s. Oh, yeah. Caleb didn't request anything with his. Mana did. So 213-0 in that. Trey Lance come back on. Yeah, Trey Lance looked good. I think he played his butt off today. And with that in mind, guys, I appreciate you a ton. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if we're streaming. Obviously, it depends how I feel after the surgery. Depends entirely how I feel after the surgery. But if I feel good, we'll stream. We'll celebrate my birthday on stream. If not, we'll figure something else. New video dropping tomorrow, maybe. Hopefully, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate you guys a ton. Thank you for the birthday wishes. No, Hooker played today. He threw the pick at the very end. He didn't play that well. He took 2 sacks. Hooker did not play that today. So, appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. I'll let you know. And am I coming home? I think so, yeah. Most people come home after the surgery. So most people are able to come back after the surgery. We'll see. I'm hoping I'm able to stream, but we'll see. If all else fails, Saturday, yep. Hopefully Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's a stretch, but Saturday, fingers crossed we can do that. But obviously Friday would be a bit of a stretch. But appreciate you guys a ton. Back for it's cut. I'm going to say fact. Let's say fact. Take care, guys. See you soon. Chargers win 34-7. The NFL